much fan. How is everyone doing out there today? We will not be having Brian the Pipe on today. He says, hi, Mark. Happy Sunday to all. Sorry I can't join today. The mouse has required my services early today. Long live IWC. Did you hear that, George? Long live IWC. Who doesn't love a good old IWC watch? I mean, they're great, right? Isn't that correct? So, I almost forgot that I was doing this at 9 this morning. I was kind of scrambling, so I can't blame you guys for not being here either. We have no consistency. It's a terrible show. No consistent starting time, no consistent audience, no consistent anything, really. But on the screen is the Land Dweller I tried on over at Louis Anthony Jewelers. Beautiful watch in person. In person, that watch is gorgeous. The bracelet on that thing is amazing. The fact that it has an open case back, the new movement, all the stuff. It's really kind of a cool watch. Maybe a little bit late for the integrated sports bracelet craze that we had been going on, but it's a solid piece. So congrats to our friend Mo, who has the 36 millimeter variant of this. But very cool watch. Liked it a lot. So for February, I did one watch February just for the Submariner. So today we're starting out hot with the Omega Seamaster Aquaterra on the new bracelet with the Fume turquoise style. Very cool. Great watch. I love it a lot. When it's on everyone else's wrist or your wrist. Maybe no one is watching. I don't know. There's only been one comment. There's only one person shown as watching. It's creepy scary. I don't know. Maybe we'll go into Canada reacts to losing the gold medal. We could always do something along those lines. About Canada fan reaction compilation, Olympic hockey sore losers edition. That's 15 minutes of killing time. Let's see what we have here. Turn up the volume. All right, are you guys ready for Canada Reacts? I don't know. Can you handle it? Therein lies the question. The 0 of you that are watching. We'll just play that. We will just play this. See if anybody joins.
30 minutes till puck drop. These Canadians don't know what's coming to them.
I understand we're supposed to be hyping this up and all this stuff, but I look at this Team Canada roster. This is a joke. This is nothing against the U.S. team. This is a really, really good hockey team, but to me, this isn't even a comparison.
Canada, you lost. The myth of the nice Canadian has finally been busted. The nice Canadian. Oh, until we take your game from you. Let's do a recap of the day, starting with the pregame.
These cheaters, they cheat. They cheated. They cheat. Let's go.
Yeah, we all saw you with your little finger in curling. We caught you red-fingered.
Yeah, this is the most pressure ever. And it's pressure to preserve our identity. You know, like we don't win Stanley Cups in this country. So if we don't win a gold medal at the Olympics, what do we have?
Maybe you need to have more to your personality than just hockey.
They have not won a Stanley Cup since like 93 or 94. It's almost ridiculous.
Maybe that's the problem.
It's really crazy that in the Olympics, like every country plays like every other country, right? Like you don't play your own country, but like whenever it comes to the US, we still have to play our 52nd state to prove that we can beat them.
How many states does she think we have? Oh, she has to add that at the end? Come on, we're trying to be civil here.
Canada, we're going to win the gold medal. I'm sick of this. We haven't won since 1980. But this reign of terror, Canada, you got to get there first.
I mean, there's part of me that's like, dude, Canada, give them something. It's all they got. But no, Americans, we have a voracious hunger. We want that one thing you have.
They cheat in curling. Their little finger on the stone. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, let's go, man. Let's go or let's go outside. You got two options.
These Canadians, they don't know what's happening to them. They're bugs. They're a joke.
The game.
Let's go. Oh my God! What man?
Peak Canadian rage. Little limp wrist punching a stuffed animal.
Oh no! What the fuck is he doing now? Oh my God!
By the way, this is a lesson to all men out there. If you're watching your sports, you're having an emotional outburst, look around. There's a woman filming you somewhere, your wife, your daughter.
Oh my God!
See? See? Yeah, go on. Embarrass yourself.
Are you kidding me? We know the Americans are going to take home the silver medal. They're good, but the Canadians were great.
You Canadians should have been nervous the whole time because you know you don't got the American spirit. What does Canada have? The Canadian spirit?
What the hell is even that?
We tied, yeah. We're the better team and we tied.
Too many men. Too many men. Too many men. Come on, ref. Are you serious?
That's too many men. That's too many men. You guys are lucky. If you're American and you're watching this, you know you got away with one big time.
We're the better team. We're so much better. But, oh, too many men. See, that's why they won. That's why they won, because too many men. Shut up, Canada.
Overtime, baby. Let's go, Canada. I'm American, but I'm rooting for the Canadians.
Oh, I've never been so disgusted in my life.
You want to know what's worse than overtime hockey in a gold medal match game against Canada?
It was nerve-wracking for the Canadians.
No!
He had a pre-broken hockey stick, just ready to go. This guy was expecting to lose. He knew it was about to happen.
Fire, King! C'est Jean King! They scored and they won the game.
This really is all you guys got. What do we do now? How do we go on? Freebird is playing at the stadium. Imagine that. You're Canadian. You see your team lose, and then Freebird by Leonard Skinner starts playing. Those maple syrup tears.
Oh my God, we won! Oh my God! Oh my God, we fucking won! Oh my God, look at it! We won! We won! We won! Oh my God! We won! We won! We won! We won!
No. Why did you not take that puck, dude? Oh my God. Makar, What the fuck? What the fuck? Why would you let these cocksuckers win?
Cocksuckers. You're taking this way too personal.
Yuck.
They're in the Toronto arena getting together to watch their nation crumble. And it's the morning, too. You can't go out and drink right after. That would be pathetic. They probably did it anyway, though. Canadians, don't pretend you wouldn't be making compilations like this if we lost. But the thing is, you wouldn't have any content because we don't cry and bitch about Olympic hockey. That's right. I'm gonna watch that on repeat. She deserves that.
Should have been Logan Thompson.
You should have rooted for your home country.
Signed off.
Play free bird, baby.
It's on every screen. That's awesome. Good job, Bostonians.
The post game.
US may have won the gold medal. Congrats, guys. Enjoy. But I got news for you. That does not automatically give you the right to say hockey is now your game, as a lot of Americans are now saying.
Come take the medal. Do you want to say something different? Come take it from our cold, dead hands.
It takes a hell of a lot more than one gold medal in 46 years to authentically say that hockey is your game.
Canada deserved to win the gold medal. They were the better team for 60 minutes. They dominated play most of the game.
Canada deserved to win the gold medal. What does that even mean? Canada, you lost 2-1, but here's the gold medal because I decided that you won.
And 3-on-3 is a garbage way to end a game like this.
Sometimes the good guys don't win. I could not be more proud to have been here in Milan representing with this leaf on my chest. It was the honor of my lifetime to be here, seeing the respect the Canadians have worked so fucking hard to earn globally. Dutch people, French people, Italian people, people from Norway, Sweden, every single one without fail told us they have respect for us. They were cheering for us tonight. I will never take for granted the fact that I get to go around the world and be respected by everybody.
Yeah, you guys are respected like two small dogs at the dog park respect each other. We come in there, big mastiff. Yeah, those little dogs respect us too, but for different reasons.
I'd rather be a Canadian with silver than American with gold.
It'll take a while.
Okay. What? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It was heartbreaking. If anyone else would have won it, probably wouldn't have hurt so much.
If anyone else would have won it, it wouldn't have hurt so much. If Russia had won it, it wouldn't have hurt as much as if the United States beat us.
Olympics rigged because this is the craziest thing I've ever seen once again. As you guys know, U.S. just beat Canada at the gold medal game at the Olympics, so congratulations.
Curling is rigged. Not this.
Even Sportsnet is saying the refs missed another too many men call against the U.S.
Even Sportsnet, Canadian-owned Sportsnet said that? We're just so nice. Don't worry about us. You know, we wouldn't hurt a fly.
Nah, I'm fucking done, bro. I'm done. This is bullshit. Nah, I'm done. Bro. I'm not even mad. I'm fucking done, bro. I'm done. This is bullshit. I'm done. We're selling. Honestly, we're selling, bro.
I think he's done.
It is a miracle that the U.S. won that hockey game. Connor Hellebuck, that is one of the greatest goal.
It's a miracle from God.
Goaltending performances of all time. It is a miracle that Canada didn't score in that third period. I shocked.
Hey, get your impotent range out, boy.
Google what it means to be an American. Do not be surprised when Jack Hughes shows up on your screen. I'm just letting you know that.
Bring him in! I'm so proud to be American today.
Finally, this is all you got to do, athletes. Just say that.
Is that gold? Is it Macklin? Ah, it ain't gold. Maybe next year. Oh, wait, there is no next year. Ah!
The best too is when they give them those stuffed animals and they're just like, what the hell is this? What was that?
In his home arena. That's hilarious.
This guy plays for Toronto in the NHL. They're booing him. The myth of the nice Canadian. We see all you Canadians for what you are. Cheaters, liars, every single one of you. Without exception.
I love America. I love American people.
Okay, we have one exception.
My sister-in-law is one of my favorite people, and she's American. Obviously, I'm going to cheer for my country. If you're rude on the internet, you're not a friend of mine, okay?
Don't bully Larissa, bro. Come on. She seems nice. And she has an American sister-in-law, okay? So she gets it.
Yesterday we played so well, and that's what hurts. Also, you know, people being dickheads about winning also sucks. But like, I don't know. It's just sad.
New rule. No bullying the Canadian women. All right? Only the men.
Like, I literally feel heartbroken. I don't know why. Just like even today, I feel like devastated.
We can complain all we want about how silly it is to give a gold medal out playing 3-on-3, but the fact remains is that Canada should have won this game in regulation.
But they didn't.
First, the Leafs lose Game 7 to Florida. Then the Jays lose Game 7 World Series extras. And now this. It's been a tough goal. Last little bit.
It has been a tough goal. You know, go get yourself a coffee crisp. Go to Tim Hortons. You'll get over it.
Congrats to the U.S., even though it's not a real best on best because Russia wasn't there.
Oh, come on. Congrats to the U.S., then you got to do that right away. Trash.
To the north. Goodness. Boy, did they want revisionist history working all over the place. 3v3 is not real hockey. Well, you won a game in this Olympics when they won 3v3 in the quarterfinal round.
I feel like Canada, it's okay. We can let them have this. We can let them have it. The better team lost. It's true, but think about it. Americans have so little to cheer for right now. They're laughed at daily by the rest of the world.
Americans have so little to cheer for, huh? Everyone still wants to come here.
Where's Canada, man? What the fuck are you guys doing, man? Dude, I hate it here, dude. I mean, I'm so mad at like, all we have is ice. We have nothing else. With the high taxes, it's shit. Fucking Prime Minister trolled the country, and we can't get a fucking ice medal. I don't get it. How hard is it?
This is where I feel bad. It is all you guys got. You can see from the reactions, the visceral, emotional outbursts, that it is truly all Canada has. And we took it.
To get one fucking medal. It's all we have. Fucking dog shit.
I am taking it home with me. Home with me. And there is nothing you can do to stop me.
It's for the flag, for the leaf. It means so much more. This is the greatest country in the world. It is still our game. We will be back. We will get our gold back. We will find a way.
What, are you going to steal it? Put that shit in Fort Knox, all right? They're coming for it. They're going to try to get it. The greatest country in the world. How about you just settle for we're a great country? I'll give you that. You're a great country. I've been there. Great country. Greatest in the world? Come on. Come on.
This right now, it matters. Because I think it's the reminder that we all need to hear that we are all on the same team and we are better when we are all playing together.
USA, USA, USA.
Canada, I would get off the internet for the next couple weeks probably. You're emotional. You're dominant at hockey. We got you this one time. Let it go. Bring back the nice Canadian. Bring that back. Now, some conflicting final words from my favorite drunk fan.
The United States kicks Canada's ass. They cheat in curling. Those little Canadian cheaters, their fingers over the line in curling. This is our sport. Canada's a hellhole. Your little brother forever. Let's go. USA, let's go. Let's go. We got about
Well, then there's that. Sorry, Canada. No gold medal for you. It is what it is. It is what it is. It was really nice here yesterday. It was like 60 degrees. Felt nice. It's in the 30s today, but it was nice to have a day to end February, have some customers, sell some cars, relax, enjoy some sunshine, get some vitamin D in your skin. It was a good day in the Berg. We missed last week's East Coast blizzard. It did not cross the Appalachian Mountains. So for those of you out there digging out still, sorry about that. We did not have to. I had a dusting one morning, a wet snow dusting. But that was it. That was it. Good morning, Mr. Varghese. George says, good morning, Lucha. Having a bite to eat. Hop on soon. Yes. I'll be making my breakfast afterwards because it started this a little bit early. I was a little tired. I've been working a lot lately. Slept in. Was actually a minute late to the stream. Never late to the stream, but I was actually a minute late today. What happened? USA hockey euphoria must have overcome me. But Canada has indeed lost the gold medal. Canada is not happy. And some Canadians just going off on weird tangents. Not happy that the hockey team met with the president at the White House or went to the State of the Union. Yeah, is what it is. Look, if you get, I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on, if you are invited to the White House, you should probably go. It's kind of a cool deal. You know. So what's going on in the world of watches? Let's get off of Canada losing the gold medal game and head straight over to watches. So I checked out this watch the other day at my friends over at Lewis Anthony. They had this in the case. They not for sale case, but display only. The myth. But it was a cool watch. I liked it. I also checked out. Yeah. Well, I took a couple pictures of this watch. I love the fact that this has an exhibition back. I think that's cool. I think that's something Rolex should investigate doing more. It's not the most beautiful movement I've ever seen, but it's kind of cool to see it. I also checked out when I was there one of my favorites of all time, the two-tone Datejust with the fluted bezel and the oyster bracelet. This is actually a used 2024 they had in the case for 17 grand. Liberty Spot, good to see you, sir. It's hard to be taken seriously when you're sitting in an interview with pink hair calling the Olympic men's hockey team clowns. Definitely no mirrors in the Rapinoe household. She hates America. Megan Rapinoe hates America. Sorry. Sorry it hasn't done enough for you, aside from making you famous for playing a game. She's a hateful woman. What are you going to do? Megan Rapinoe, not happy for men's ice hockey. Not happy for her country. At least I can respect the Canadians being mad. Megan Rapinoe, yeesh. Terrible. Terrible. Always a bad look from Megan Rapinoe. She just never seems to say the right thing. Just so you know, Mark, Italians are working hard to excommunicate her. I love it. Perfect. Hi, Aaron Fletcher from Fairhaven, Massachusetts. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, that was exciting last week. Also exciting are watches. I got to see a couple. I looked at a few other watches too while I was there. I looked at new Tudor Ultra, which I really, really like. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that up here. The Pelagos Ultra. That really nice watch. One with a little Tiffany stamp on it. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Boom. Boom. So, things I like about this watch. It fits really well. It's titanium. It's light. It's a big watch, 43. But it's also, they upped the water resistance to 1,000 meters or 3,280 feet. They took away 2 of the lines of text at the bottom. Now it just says Pelagos or Pelagos, however you want to pronounce it, master chronometer, and the depth rating instead of self-winding and whatever else they used to say on that thing. 3 lines of text is definitely better than 5. Cleans it up. They changed the rehaut. They moved the indices down more onto the dial instead of injecting themselves into the side of the rehaut. I don't know. It's a good piece of kit, really. You know, if you like Tudor, if you're looking for a Pelagos, that one deserves consideration, I believe. It's a very nice watch. I was a big fan of it. I'm trying to think what else I tried on when I was there. I know I tried on a couple other things I didn't take pictures of, but it was the Pelagos was a good one. I don't know. I was so Rolex infused for February that it was hard to do anything, think of anything else. This was 42 millimeters of 43. Yes. Yeah, the old one was 42. This one is a 43. It's got a little bit better water resistance. It's, I don't know, they cleaned up the dial. They cleaned up the case. It's just a nice watch. I think it's a better watch than the Black Bay series because of the titanium, the water resistance, just the overall look of it, the aesthetic, no faux rivets, all the stuff you would want on a watch. It has that cool bracelet extension, which is pretty slick. It's just good looking. Looks good on a wrist. Looks good in a picture. That's that just little Tiffany blue turquoisey Pelagos on there. And this one's a total shield. So this one has the shield logo on the crown and on the dial. No Tudor rose. But a pretty solid piece, all things being equal. Liberty Spot says the Black Bay moniker on the Jubilee. If they put a date on it, on that, I would own right now. Well, there you have it. Speaking of, there you have it. There he is, George.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Great. Good morning, Liberty Spot. Good morning, Aaron Fletcher. Good morning, Brian, and everyone else in the chats, and millions of those who are just watching all across the world, including the Persian country or the former country known as Iran.
Yes. What the heck is happening there?
Heard there's some developments happening.
Yeah.
Something, nothing big, but just some small stuff.
Well, let's face it. We've been fighting with Iran since
47 years.
Yes. It's a long
47 years. Wow. How many? I think I read an article that more U.S. soldiers have died by terrorist attacks from Iran than we have in the Vietnam War.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be a big number. Well, we
Yeah,
shall
dude,
see how this plays out because
Yep.
they're taking out all the leaders. They
Yep.
had a lot of social unrest there.
Mhm.
So hopefully, hopefully the people end up with their country back.
Well,
And-
the Persians, going back to Cyrus the Great, way back.
Yeah.
It's about the time when Daniel Katz was in diapers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah. And they always had a congenial relationship with Israel and the Jewish people.
Yes.
And they're a very open-minded society. And before they were, they're the vast majority of the country at one point used to be Zoroastrians, which is an ancient Persian religion.
Yes.
And they taught the difference between good and evil and morality and everything else, right? So, before all this pre-1979, 1978 revolution, they were an open society.
Yeah.
And then what happened is a lot of the same issues that arose in those countries are arising in our countries. The rise of faux liberalism,
Yeah.
and that's what gave Khomeini his power to come back. To be honest with you, so it's a pretty sad situation that's happening there, and that's happened over 47 years. You have to think, how many trillions of dollars of wealth has been squandered
Yeah.
on funding terrorism all across the world.
Who do they think they are? Minnesota?
I know. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But for people, you and I both know people who are from Iran. Sean, who's a mutual friend of ours, and I have many, many, many other friends. They're all ecstatic because a lot of them say it can't be any worse. It just can't. And when you've hit that kind of a rock bottom, and you try to have a conversation with them, and you talk with them and say, "Hey, aren't you afraid of what might happen in Iraq?" And he said, a friend of mine who's told me, he said, "We're not Iraq. We've had institutions of democracy.
Right.
We're
We
not."
toppled one of those. Was that Mosaddegh? Was that Mosaddegh? The guy who nationalized the oil.
Yeah.
The British got us kind of get taken out.
He said they're all, he said the Shah wasn't exactly a good man, but he said, they're not going to go back to that.
Right.
But, something in between, which, and he said for the first time, and he's my age, he said the first time in, 55 years, there's a chance of hope.
Yes.
So.
Hope springs eternal. Liberty Spot says you're spot on. I think that's when Katz got his chariot learner's permit. Yeah, he's still around. I don't watch him. So.
Oh, he's always around.
All right.
He's all right. He's a nice man.
Katz.
Yeah. But
Daniel Katz.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the Middle East. I think it's I actually am not a huge fan of what happened there, but now that it's done, what do you do now, right? There's an old saying, you broke it, you own it, right?
Yep. It's a true story.
But it's got to be better than what it was, and the worst thing is we have friends all throughout the Middle East, from Bahrain to Qatar to UAE to Oman, and they've all been hit, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Oh, it's crazy. They shot at everybody,
Yeah, which makes a lot more enemies than it makes friends and makes empathy,
Because you have people coming, even like Saudi Arabia, and people are like, yeah, okay, we'll fire a couple missiles at Iran too,
Yeah, exactly. That's a strategic mistake.
Yes.
So
as well.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Goldfinger.
Goldfinger's here. I haven't seen Goldfinger in a hot minute. Good morning, sir. Hope you're well. Yeah, Brian's working at the Big Mouse today. So
he is.
Yeah, he had to get early mouse shift. Running the monorail, keeping people moving through Disney. That's Brian's job.
So, anyways, that's the political part of this
That's
show.
political discourse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's enough of that.
Yeah, I got up yesterday morning. I was like, "Oh, look, we're attacking people." Okay.
Yeah, here we go. It seems like a very common like thing these days. It's like
Yeah.
I think the American people are like, "Oh, what another country? Nah, no big deal."
Oh.
This happens every so often.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah, every
Flex
once in a while.
military might and are cool.
But you know what, though? I read a really well-written article. I think it was in the National Review. And basically what all of this is when I believe the article started by there's a method to this madness that Trump is doing. He's not doing this because of anything, like being generous or like being concerned about humanity or anything like that, but there's a purpose. So the people around him have convinced him that China is the number one enemy to the United States.
Yes.
Now, going forward for the next 50 years. So who's the only superpower left? So we used to say Russia, right? But Russia is pretty much toast with what, they're bogged down in their own hell, right? So they've convinced him that going forward, you're not going to be reelected. You don't have anything to lose. You will go down in history if you do this one single thing, and that is demonstrably weaken the power of China. Okay, and how do you demonstrably weaken the power of China? Well,
weaken her allies.
No, what you do is you limit her access to the oil markets. Because she has absolutely no access to oil. So if you're going to be funding a war machine, you need to have access to oil, right?
Yeah. True.
So guess what they did first? They released all the taxes and all the EPA requirements for drilling on U.S. land, right? Step one. Step two, take care of your own backyard. Look at Venezuela, right?
Yeah.
How much the Chinese have spent in Venezuela and establishing an oil reserve there. I believe the article said they get about 300,000 barrels a day from Venezuela. So you cut that off, right? You cut off the access to the Panama Canal for the shipment of oil, right? Now you look east, and then where's the next place of fire? Iran, right?
Yep.
You take out Iran, and guess what happens? Now they're totally isolated. They have zero influence in South America, and now they have zero influence in the Middle East. Yeah, pretty. If that was the game strategy, if that was the overall checkerboard or the chessboard, I should say, it's pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
It's pretty brilliant, but you just have to go deeper into it and study it a little bit more. But and let's be honest, all these you hear about all this, China, Iran, Russia alliance, right? There was no alliance. It was all transactional.
Yeah.
China's not coming to defend their friends. They didn't come in to defend Maduro. They didn't come in to defend Iran. So that they're not going to defend anyone.
Yeah. It's true.
It'll be interesting. It's a great study in history and politics and Middle Eastern thought,
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, I've always said this, if Iran becomes a democratic Iran, all those countries in the Middle East, will change, and that'll be good, especially Saudi.
Well, I think there's a strong wind of change going through the region anyway.
Right.
There are a lot of people that are very excited about more freedoms and democracy and such things. So hopefully we can catch lightning in a jar and
I think, like you said, Mark, the issue there in the Middle East, it's different because the Persian culture is by far different than the Arab culture.
Yes.
Two different cultures in its entirety, and one is, the Persian culture is I don't want to be politically incorrect, but they've gone back centuries and they've had innovation and technology, and they were peace loving, and outside of Israel, the largest percentage of Jews in the Middle East live in Iran.
Ah, I did not know.
Yeah, true story. So it's great to see, but I'm not an interventionist. I don't like all this stuff, but
yeah,
it's what it is at this point. So you hope for the best, and let's see what happens.
right. You can't put the toothpaste back into the
No,
tube.
too late now. Way too late. So we shall see.
We shall see. I mean, with all the protests and they murdered
30,000 of their own people.
Their own people in the last couple of months. I mean, that's we get upset if two people get killed. You know what I mean?
I like to, I think I'm an equal opportunity insulter when it comes to politics, but I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm just an independent who thinks on my own. But I think our Democratic Party has got to be one of the most dumbified group of people I've ever met in my life. The current group of these people, I don't understand this.
There's so many cling to the far fringe left.
They're all like somebody, I think it was Scott Jennings who said once, they always are on the 80-20% side. They're always on the 20% side.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that they don't speak anything about the 30,000 people that have died in Iran. And yet here they are complaining about the U.S. intervention, things like that, and protesting, we shouldn't be doing this. You know what? Go tell that to the Persian community.
Yeah.
Productive people in society,
California, you had dueling protests of people in favor of it and people against it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out here in the next couple of weeks. I have to believe that they've taken the head off the snake as far as
they've taken multiple heads off the snake.
Yeah. So we be curious to see what happens going forward.
What surprises me about that was the fact that they were all meeting together.
Yeah.
The IRGC head, the head of the Supreme Council, the head of the Parliament, the head of the general of the IRGC and Ayatollah. They were all together, and you would think that's probably not a smart thing to do.
No.
But I'll be honest with you. I've read articles that the Mossad probably has operatives in the upper levels of government in almost every Arab country.
Yeah.
They just don't know it.
Right.
Obviously, they got great intelligence because they knew exactly when the meetings were. So it has to be somebody from within.
Right. And there's reports that the strike was moved up considerably because of that meeting.
Right. And I'm thinking to myself, as a strategist, if I was an Iranian cleric, I would probably say we may not want to all meet together.
Right.
And if we do meet together, we may want to meet in an apartment complex where there's multiple thousands of people living, just so that way it's a less likelihood of an attack. So I don't know who planned this meeting, but they're not the brightest, or maybe this guy was working for Mossad and told them this is the best time to do it.
You don't know. It's hard.
I don't know. But when I read that, I was like kind of shocked. But the Mossad is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
They take this to a new level.
It is true.
And they have a file on all the anti-Semitic politicians in the United States.
Oh,
they got them.
Yeah. That they watch everything.
Oh God, yeah, and monitor every phone call almost.
We have 9 viewers. 3 of them are Mossad.
Yep, exactly. Oh God.
Waiting to see what we have to say about all this.
Yeah.
So what else? So what is going on with Pakistan and
it's always Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
So that goes way back. way back. So basically, the Pashtuns and the Pakistanis are pretty much Indian. Okay, they just have the Islamic faith, but
Okay.
they come from a northern part of India called Punjab.
Okay.
So basically, they are having border conflicts over there on the western front of Pakistan, Afghanistan. Okay. Now, India, being an opportunist and a vulture that the country is helping Afghanistan because my enemy's enemy is my best friend.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So nothing would make them happier than shaming Pakistan, right?
Right.
So basically, it's just a border dispute. They always have this. India's had multiple border disputes with Pakistan, with China over decades, and it's just it just goes on and on and on, never ends. Even though the languages that Pakistan people there speak, they don't speak Arabic, they speak Hindi.
Mhm.
And so it's always been like that.
Okay. Yeah, it was like almost like almost a hidden story because of the attacks in Iran. I was like, what is this going on down here?
Right. It's
Why are
another
they-
hotbed.
Yeah.
It's a militancy, issue there, basically, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Basically, there's like this group, I forgot the name. It's like Taliban, which is a terrorist organization that
Mhm.
works in Pakistan, and they believe that Afghanistan is giving them refuge.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one issue, and obviously the Afghanistan, the government denies this, right?
Right.
And so now there's like military, like airstrikes from Pakistan, and all this, and actually they carried airstrikes, I believe, on Kabul and Kandahar, if that name rings a bell.
wow.
Remember Kandahar?
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah, and also the other major issue is Afghanistan has never recognized the border of Afghanistan has never recognized the border of Pakistan.
Okay.
So back when the British are the cause of a lot of these problems.
Right.
They caused. Sorry for all of our friends in Great Britain, but they never recognized the border of Pakistan, Afghanistan. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was drawn up like pre 1900, I think. And I forgot the name of it. Oh, it's Kevin Durand. It's called the Durand Line.
Okay.
And it's a border that Afghanistan never accepted, but it's recognized.
Ah.
So yeah. And then it's been like a long going issue there, So yeah, so it's not really a good thing that's happening there, but
Yeah.
when you start to pick a fight with the Afghanistan, you're in it. You're not going to win.
No.
You can't blast those people to the Stone Age because they're not even at the Stone Age yet.
They haven't reached that level yet.
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just it's interesting politics all throughout the area. It's all a mess, and it's all because of like the British involvement, And you have to think like, whoever thought of this? Like you have India in the middle, you have Pakistan on your left, and then you have Bangladesh on the right.
Yeah.
How do you get two Muslim countries in between a Hindu country? Weird.
It is.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to look at. A lot of this goes back decades and decades and decades.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, we kind of toppled the Iranian duly elected government for oil for Great Britain, for British Petroleum, and put the Shah back in, and then that didn't work out long term.
Right. And the funny thing about, if you study the Iranian Revolution of '79, it wasn't the conservatives that brought the Shah of the the Ayatollah back. It was the liberals.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was totally weird. It wasn't like the hardcore Islamic fundamentalists about the Khomeini back. It was the leftists.
Damn leftists.
Sometimes you don't get what you ask for.
Well, be careful what you wish for, as they say.
And then meanwhile, in Russia, things keep getting worse. So they lose pretty much. They're a wartime economy, and now they are running out of cash to fund it.
Yeah.
And their main source of drones, which is Iran, is probably not going to be a major source of drones anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another article I read, and they talked about the mentality of Putin and Russia, right?
Right.
So, as you know, in WW2, Russia lost 27 million people, right? Ungodly amount.
Ungodly amounts of people.
So, in this foreign situation that they're doing in Ukraine, they've lost only 1 million people. And the reason why I say only 1 million is because when you compare 27 million to 1 million, it's nothing.
Right.
So the Russian people, are convinced this is nothing. This is not a big loss. But it's amazing the ideology, right?
It's true.
We haven't lost 27 million. We've only lost 1 million. So what's the big deal?
That's what I said.
Yeah. And
Billy in the chat. Billy.
All right. Well, we just concluded the 10 minutes of politics and world news. Now we get back to the useless news of Team Canada's hockey and watches.
Exactly. Good morning, Billy. Good to see you. Yeah, so exciting game. We live streamed it last week.
That was a good game.
Yeah. Very exciting stuff. Canada is upset and getting even more upset because Canada's a very, has a very liberal government and a lot of wokeism ideas.
Well, they not only can they can have Minnesota.
Yeah,
and we'll get Alberta. They can keep Katy Perry as well.
Good morning, Johnny. Oh, good to see you, sir. Yeah, it's crazy. So the banter went from losing the game and how it was unfair to them visiting the Trump and going to the State of the Union, the U.S. hockey team, that is. And Canadians were going absolutely berserk over such things.
I don't think all of them. I just think select. There's always a
lot of them. There's a lot of them on YouTube.
I'm sure.
Absolutely nuts. And I'm not talking about just average citizens. I'm talking about media personalities. Just going insane over it.
Because the hockey team went to visit. Because Canada's upset because the U.S. hockey team went to visit Trump.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they are. Good morning, Chris. How are you, sir?
Hey, Chris. Good morning. Good morning, Johnny O. Billy.
Check out my watch channel. The channel. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good watches. Good food. Good hiking. Good, outdoorsman type stuff. Motorcycles. All good things on the My Watch channel. He had a post the other day about his Seiko. It was cool.
I always enjoy when Chris shows his garage because it's like full of motorcycles and adult toys,
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. So Liberty Spot says, does this white dial Ranger have a 70-hour power reserve? I do believe it does. Let's go look at the specs. I'm pretty sure that this thing does. In fact, I'm going to look at the 30. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Where's the specs? Here we go. 5-year warranty. Power reserve, 70 hours. There you go. Screw down crown with the Tudor rose in relief. So this one has the rose on the crown, not the shield. 100 meters worth of water resistance. It's the beige domed sapphire with the sapphire crystal and steel bracelet without the faux rivets. Now that's all.
One of my friends was offered the yellow gold deep sea blue dial.
Oh, the full gold one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big ass watch.
Big. It's a 44 millimeter watch.
Yeah.
And he barely has a 7-inch wrist, so he's like, "You out of your mind."
It's heavy because it's gold.
It is heavy. It's a lot of gold, you know.
Does that have the titanium case back still, like the steel? I gotta look that up.
I don't know, to be honest with you. He showed me a photo of it, but I'm like, and it's like 65,000 or something.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Is it me, or is it like seem like the pricing of these Rolex watches getting a little out of hand here? You know?
Some of them.
Yeah.
Well, Rolex is trying to go upscale, but the part that they don't see perhaps is that they are
they're supposed to be the average plumber and electrician's watch.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Paddock was always known as the attorneys and the lawyers' watch. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. So yeah, it does still have the titanium case back. At least. Take away some of that weight, but that's a crazy big watch.
It's ginormous.
I can't even imagine it in solid gold. It's got to be.
Can you show it? Can you pull it up, Mark?
I'm not showing it. Damn it! I'm sorry.
That's right. Yeah, look at that thing.
Yeah. But it's a big old hunk of metal. But there's your titanium case back.
I was I was kind of hoping for his first one. Even if he wants a solid gold watch, and I said, well, even if that was just a regular Submariner, that was, would have been acceptable, But this is 44 millimeters, and you got to be like, I'm not even sure you could handle that watch, Mark.
I can wear it. I've tried it on several times in steel, and it'll fit, and it's fine. It is really thick though. It's almost 18 millimeters thick.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts. Do we think the Dune Dial Ranger was Rolex testing the waters for a white dial Explorer? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know they're ever going to give us that. A lot of times this Tudor stuff is an island of its own.
Yep.
They're increasing, but they're still cheaper than Patek, and AP's prices are ridiculous for stainless steel watches.
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
Good morning, Jen G.
Hop on, Jen.
And we got Liberty Spot says, speaking of gold watches, I didn't think it would be hard to find a good full set yellow gold Sky Dweller black dial. Everything I see when you actually get pictures of it needs polish. Yeah.
So I got an offer from my Rolex AD. It was the Sky Dweller yellow gold, the new release, the yellow gold, the green dial on Oyster Flex.
Okay.
It was $49,000.
Jeez, on a rubber strap.
Yeah.
That's
if that was on a yellow gold bracelet or something, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. But on a rubber strap for $49,000, it's crazy.
You said it was yellow gold?
Yellow gold, green dial, the new iteration of it. It looked beautiful.
Yeah.
That's it right there. Beautiful looking watch.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But the rubber strap, you got to get the bracelet with it. I agree with you, Liberty Spot. You can't. I just think paying $49,000 for just a rubber bracelet is crazy money.
Would love a white dial, or I am a Rolex person. Yes. Mo!
Hey.
These are the coolest people on a Sunday. No, Mo,
Good
you're not
morning.
here. That would make us the coolest people if you were here.
Exactly.
I did try on the Sky Dweller, Mo, at my local AV. They had one in the case. So that watch grows on me more and more every time I get a good look at it.
I've owned Sky Dwellers, but never on a oyster band, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh God. What do you do?
Billy, $4.99 super chat for the internet, for the StreamYard. Thank you. We do appreciate that. Yeah, I would say if you're going to go the extra and get the bracelet, George. I agree.
Yeah.
It just looks, it's a totally different look.
It is.
Get through these chats. I'll pull one up. Sky Dweller on Oyster Flex is hideous. Most things in Oyster Flex are not very good looking. Comparing it to the bracelet version of the watch.
No, I can tolerate like a Daytona on Oyster Flex, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's a much smaller watch too.
Yeah, it's a smaller watch and it's less top heavy.
Yeah.
That case is heavy.
Yes. Let's build this on the bracelet. So you can get this on the Jubilee. Would you go Jubilee or Oyster, George?
You know, I just think for the weight of the case, I probably want like the bracelet on the Oyster bracelet.
Yeah, I'm a big Oyster bracelet fan.
Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. And then you put the green dial on that.
Yeah,
I'd take that. I would have taken that. How much is that?
57.2 on the full. I know. Ain't cheap. It's good looking though.
It is good looking.
It's an interesting watch for Rolex because it is their most complicated watch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's kind of cool to see. There's a kid who's a manager for a local auto group that was a salesman for me years ago, and I had trained in the business. And
Right.
I ran into him, it's probably a year ago now, year and a half, but he was wearing a two-tone Sky Dweller, and it was a gorgeous watch, you know. Now he had little skinny wrists, so it looked a little funny big on him.
Sure.
But he was yes.
Let's go. Can we pull up a Nashville watch? See what's they got a couple of watches there that I'm kind of fascinated with.
Okay.
So let's look at the 5226.
I love that watch. Yeah. This is one of my favorite watches.
So you know I have the 5326,
Right. The one with the complications.
Right. And I like the complications, but God, this looks so crisp.
It's
by the way, I did get a new strap that's just like this strap for that watch from Bucher. So I think at 36,000, I don't know, what is the MSRP on this?
I think it's around 42, 43.
Right. So it's really a great price.
Yeah. It comes with both straps. I actually like that strap.
There you go.
I'm a big fan of that black strap with the tan stitching.
Yeah, I like that one the best, to be honest with you. Mine's the other version of it.
Yeah.
But I really like this strap.
Yeah.
I had to get one.
It's such a good, clean, just a great watch.
I like the dial color. I like the presence. Yeah. You could wear this with jeans or a suit. Looks great.
Yeah. This looks great.
Looks great. Looks absolutely great. Yeah. Perfect watch. I think this is one of the most beautiful three-handers I've seen. Period.
Yeah. I would agree. I've always said it's my favorite.
Take a look at the far right on the first row. It's a Sky Dweller on the green dial.
Oh yeah, stainless Sky Dweller.
Look at that one. Look at that, right?
That's a beauty.
That is beautiful. For 24,850 or 950.
Yeah.
I think it's like $18,000 MSRP roughly.
Yeah.
So You know, so you're probably with taxes, what are you looking at? About 20,000 roughly. So
Mhm.
it's selling about what 15-20%
Yeah,
above MSRP. Could be
worse.
Yeah, it's actually, pretty fair, I think.
Yeah,
Pretty fair.
it's definitely a good looking watch.
Yeah. I love that watch. I'm thinking about it.
I just think it's a good look. I love that shade of green with the stainless.
Yep. I think that looks great. And it's a 2026.
Yeah. The 2026, the 42 millimeter case. It's the most complicated Rolex they make, and it's just kind of a cool watch.
It is.
Full set, box papers, everything, tags.
Yep. Somebody flipped it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Chase probably paid about 20 for it.
Yeah.
20, maybe 21,
Which would make sense.
Yep. So let's just look at some of the watches on his site, because he's got some nice ones that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Let's take a peek.
What else you got there, George?
So looks like Brian's been selling his Patek.
See, I did the same thing. I said I saw that watch on there the other day, and I was like, Brian, do you have something to tell us?
Well, I used to own the same watch.
Okay.
I bought it during COVID from the same AD that I bought my Zorn from back in the day.
Yeah.
They were having a fire sale because they had to get rid of watches because COVID was shut down. They needed money. So I remember buying this watch at that time for $31,000.
Wow.
Full box and papers.
Nice.
And I sold it back to Chase. So I'm just wondering, I don't know if this is Brian's or this could be potentially mine that I owned back in the day. But this is 2016. It could. Did I buy a 2016? It could potentially have been mine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it have George lineage.
Yeah, it could have been potentially mine. I don't remember it. But anyways, let's take a look through his watches here.
Chat here real quick because I'm a little bit behind. Jen G says this is on a Himalayan croc strap that would be nuts. Oh, that 5226.
52, yeah.
Billy says that Patek looks nice. I like a simple watch. I'm not into complications. Something you never use. Tell time I use. Yeah,
well, I do like my the annual calendar function on the 5326, and I do like the fact that it's like a GMT as well because you can use that, and I do use that.
Absolutely. Muhammad Ali, our good friend in the UK, says, love the 5226G. One day I will get a Patek.
Yes. And I think you could do a lot worse than having that watch as your first watch.
Yeah. George, during the day at work, wristwatch on or off? Does it get in
I learned my lesson the hard way with my Laurent Perrier. It goes off. It goes off. Off.
Yeah, you had to get a new strap for that one.
Yes, I had to get a brand new strap, which was more expensive than the Patek strap, believe it or not.
Jen G says, I think Brian still has his still. I don't know.
Well, there's only one way to find out is to buy it and take a sniff of it and see if it smells like cigar pipe.
Billy says, I know, but my eyes are no good. I'm 63 years old. I have to squint to see. The complications on all these watches now tell time. Just telling time is easier to see. I need a magnifying glass to find the other things.
Yeah. I get it.
It can happen.
So,
all right.
Anyways, so the second. So on the second row, what do you think about that offshore diver, the 2024 for 24,000?
I mean, it seems like a good deal. I'm just not. I don't like these watches. I don't think that they look very good. I don't know what it is. It's a big chunky bezel. I don't know. I've just never looked at these and said, "Oh yeah, I want one of those." I mean, I've never even been interested in the slightest in this watch. I'm not sure.
Now
It seems like
Now,
a good deal if you like it.
It does. It does look like a good deal. I'm not a big fan of it, but I thought, God, for $24,000, I think these are, and I'm not sure the MSRP, but I think it's like 35,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Not
makes
sure.
sense. Yeah, I think it's in the 30s.
Yeah. And then moving on to the next one that I thought was kind of interesting is the Historiques 222.
Ah, the 222. People love this
stainless
watch.
steel. Yeah.
People love this watch. It's a good looking watch. It's I like this watch. I like the history of it. I like the look of it.
Yeah.
Just a cool
$54,000, and I think the MSRP is like 28.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Crazy money.
But a good looking
and then it looks like the overseas, the blue dial, still holding value.
I love the Mo has one of these. It's just such a good looking watch. The blue on that is amazing. I like watching in any colors. I think it's a good looking watch, but the blue, wow.
Yeah.
Just pops. These pictures don't do it justice that he has on here. Full set straps. It's just such a good looking piece, such a cool bracelet.
I'm trying to find something. Hold on 1 second. 1 second here. So I've been looking at this one. It's the VC Overseas Rose Gold, okay? The blue dial, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at one in the gray. It's 2024 full box papers, mint. They're asking 59,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now,
wow.
I know it's 28,000 more than this, but that's their, but it's all rose gold blue dial. Really nice.
Beautiful watch.
Yeah.
Hard to beat that one.
Can't beat that one. So we'll see.
Well, he says 54,000 for a stainless steel watch, and you fussed at Rolex.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny?
Like I can rationalize to myself why I paid for full gold GMT Master 2, but I can't wrap my head around 54,000 for a stainless steel. It's true. It's got.
But then, but you have to take it in context to get that $54,000 222 in stainless steel. How much do you think you'd have to spend and buy at Vacheron to get that?
Yeah.
Right.
True. Well, because you went gray for a Vacheron.
I did many years ago. That was before the hype. I actually had the black dial Vacheron. I paid $14,000 for that, Mark, back in the day from Chase.
Yeah.
And when I went to sell it, it was 2.5 times.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It is insane.
And nothing really on that middle.
No.
Nothing.
I will say though, Mr. G, our good friend in Philadelphia area, has this Bruce Wayne on the Jubilee. In person, that's a really impressive watch.
It is.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Probably my favorite of the GMT Masters.
Mr. G is a silent assassin, I tell you. He just walks in and gets anything he wants.
I know. And then he when I meet up with him, he pulls out like these things, and I'm like, damn, dude. His ombre dial day date. Oh,
I have the same one, Mark.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, you see that watch, you're just like, damn.
It's nice. It's a nice watch. But
hey, it looks like I can sell my Rolex for 15 grand.
There you go. And
my
friend actually ended up, the gentleman that I told you was getting that was offered the Sea Dweller, the yellow gold Sea Dweller.
Yeah.
He ended up getting this same one here, the two-tone Daytona.
The two-tone
with the champagne.
Oh,
right
that's a classic look. That's a classic for that Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Speaking of Mr. G, guess who shows up?
Dun, dun, dun. Mr. G. One of my favorite human beings.
Yes.
He's a good dude. Yeah, I gotta maybe next month make a planned trip out to.
Oh, by the way, I will be coming to Philadelphia sometime in the spring, guaranteed. So I'll reach out.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know.
Yeah.
That is definite. Yeah, Mr. G, just a good dude, and what a collection of watches.
Mm-hmm.
What an absolute stunning collection of watches. That dude has got some stuff.
Right.
It's good stuff. Like I said, even his, like you could say on the cheaper side for some of the stuff that he has would be that Bruce Wayne. It's a beautiful watch.
Yep.
He's got a 2024 deep sea. This is right around retail. That watch right around 15 grand.
Yep.
I love the dial on that. I just don't know if I could wear it all. It's really thick. I can wear it.
I was going to ask you, Mark, how do you like your sermon?
I love it. I absolutely adore this watch. So February, I did one watch February. The only watch I wore was make it good for posterity, big for posterity, was the sermon. It's just such a good piece.
And if you look at Chase's website, it's a beautiful watch. I love that watch. I'm thinking, what is the MSRP on that?
Right around 12.
Okay. So if you look at his website, right, he's got an unworn sub date 41, right? Unworn, right? Almost the same as the sermon. And I like the sermon a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. You're talking about the black one?
Yes.
And the black is classic, It's a classic look for that watch, but I like the sermon so much more. It's that pop of color. And it's a pop of color that to me means something more because it's the Rolex green. So when they switched this in 2023 for the 70th anniversary of the sub, and they did the more like the old Kermit green on the aluminum bezel from 2003, I just think it really upped the look.
Right.
Let's see. People sometimes get a wrong impression comparing stainless steel watch price to PM. As long as you are wearing it more, the money is worth it. Yes. He says the black sub retail is close to 12K now. It's crazy increase. Yeah.
Is that for the date or the no date?
I think that's the date.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
what's the no date?
Let's go look it up because I haven't looked. I haven't looked at one in so long. I don't even remember. Let me look it up real quick because I am curious. Submariner, come on.
Because he has a sub no date 2025 for 13 and a half.
Well, let's see. Submariner next. Discover. Oh, 10 grand. So that one hasn't gone up that much. Yeah, that one hasn't gone up that much.
Well, that's 20%.
Yeah. No, I mean in new at Rolex. So they've had some price increases. That one is always kind of the last few years in that 9-10 grand range. So.
And what about for the sermon? How much is it again?
This retail or
yeah, just the retail. So we have 12,000 on the black 41.
Yeah. All right, let's get on that. Configure. I want to say this is just under 12. Submariner date. Yeah, oyster steel. Green ceramic.
Ooh, I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's a good watch. 11.9. Yeah. Yes, I thought it was.
It's actually $100 cheaper than
the
plane. Okay.
I just think it's so much better looking of a watch.
I do too. I think this is a hell of a lot better.
Billy says the new bezel was 2023 because it was the 70th anniversary bezel.
Right.
because they had come out with the Starbucks or the Cermet, whatever you want to call it, in 2020, and it was more of a bluish green.
Mm-hmm.
And in 23, they came out with the new to celebrate the 70th anniversary.
Yep.
Mr. G says the green sub is always good looking. It kind of, oh, no, I have it on. It always, yeah, it is. So then I had the 2022 right before the new bezel came out. The new bezel was so much better. The color is so good. Yeah, I don't hate the old bezel, but this one's more Rolex green, which I liked. But it's just a good watch. I mean, people notice it. That green pops. And it's, I don't know, it's just kind of a fun take on the watch, you know.
I went to my safe deposit box and took out a watch.
Oh, what'd you get?
Yeah. Well, I took out my 2006 Pepsi GMT that I bought. That was the first big boy watch that I purchased.
Aha.
16710. I haven't worn it in like months. You know, I still have the original receipt. I paid. It was like $4,400 MSRP back in those days.
Yeah.
I paid $3,850.
Yeah, I remember when I bought the 3 Rolexes in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
You know, it was, you could get a pretty good discount on them. They weren't super expensive. I mean, they were expensive for the day. I mean, I think that Turnograph was like a $5,000 watch. I can't remember what I paid for it. The sub was a 2-tone black aluminum bezel sub. That was much more. That was probably $7-8 grand at the time. And then the 2-tone date just, I got a hell of a deal on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it had a tiny little scratch on it. Like, I mean, George, you would, you know, if they hadn't pointed it out to me, I wouldn't have known. They're like, I wanted to get out of the sub, and they're like, hey, take a look at this. We have this.
Right.
You know, we got a credit back from Rolex for a certain amount of money because of this. And I'm like, what? Where's the scratch? And I'm like, shit, that's a deal. That was a gray dial 2-tone stick marker date just. That was a great watch.
Right. Those were the good old days, Mark.
Yeah, I know. Back going, getting a discount.
Yep. I remember back in those days, they had all the Daytonas, the rainbows, the everything, and I was like, "Who the hell's buying this crap?"
Yeah. Because I remember
Only if I had known.
Yeah, so it was 2,600. You got a discount of 10%. Yep. Back in the day, they had some discounts. Let's go back to Chase.
Yep.
$15,950 for this date sub.
No, I think I'd rather just get the Cermet for that money.
Yeah, because honestly, so that's a 26 on Warren. He's got another 26 in the Cermet for $16,950. I just think it's so much better looking.
Hell, you could get a 2025 for $15,500. Right?
Exactly.
That's a better deal to me. And you can get, well, 2024 is $14,950, but for basically $650 more, you get a 2025. You know,
right? So I have a 2024. I paid $14 for it. I got a deal.
Yeah.
I felt, you know, and like I said, I stopped at the AD and they were like, oh, it could be months, maybe get you a black one. I'm like, well, I don't want a black one. And
yeah, but for $2,000 more,
Mega AD is telling me I have this one you can have today.
Right. And like you said, it's 12,000. How much was it for the MSRP on the Cermet?
Right around 12 grand, 11,900.
See, so for a couple of $1,000 more, you know, why wait?
Well, that's what in my thing, because if you remember the story, George, I saw someone wearing one, and I was like, I hadn't seen it in person in a long time, and it really caught my eye.
Right.
And they had 26 that they were selling on consignment for one of their better customers, and they wanted like 17 for that, which wasn't outrageous for it, but I wasn't. There was a 25. It was 20 because it was December of 25. But I was like, it's probably a little more than I want to spend on that. And he called, they're like, hey, I just took in this 24. You need to come look at it, and boom, made a deal. But that's, the importance of having relationships with people too, I think, because now, George, I'm going to ask your opinion on this because I saw 2024 this Rolex AD.
Oh, please, God. Oh, okay. Well, please, God, don't let it be an IWC.
No.
Please,
it's my favorite Datejust. Two-tone black.
This one?
Fluted bezel, oyster bracelet. I love this watch.
Mark.
I don't know why, George.
Mark.
You don't like
it? This is a hard pass.
Hard pass, he says.
I know you're addicted to this black and gold because of your Steelers addiction, and maybe your Penguins addiction, but you got to get over this.
My hope for the Pirates. My hope is that if I bought gold Rolex, maybe the Pirates would do something this year.
Hey, I was watching your Pirates. They got that 18-year-old kid doing wonders of shorts. Unreal.
Dude, is unbelievable.
Yep. 18 years old. Oh my God.
You see, put two of them out of the stadium.
Yeah. Well, it's always nice to know that at least you're going to be a pretty good farm system for the Dodgers,
Yeah, or the Yankees. Or the,
God. Yep.
Jordan's a hard pass on the two-tone.
Yes. Where's Jen G? She likes. I thought she's going to say hard yes. Yes. Hard no.
I agree. Hard no.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Not even close.
Mark, if you buy it, they just think about buying a Jubilee bracelet. Only this bracelet is going to scratch. I'm a oyster bracelet guy. I like the oyster bracelet.
I like oyster bracelet myself. I'm not a huge. I always thought like Jubilee. I know it's called presidential, but I thought presidentials just belong on day dates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I just like the way I'm not even wearing it. Damn. I like the way the bracelet feels. I like that. For the two-tone, Mr. G says, I will only do two-tone Daytona black dial. So he says a hard pass. Yep. What do you think of something like...
Oh, here comes the IWC. This is a setup for the IWC.
It's a setup for the IWC, George. It's an absolute setup for the IWC.
This is a setup coming.
I like this watch, too. This is the stainless blue stick, fluted bezel, oyster bracelet.
That's pretty clean.
Yeah.
But, I think, on this, I know you're not a huge... This is probably one iteration I'd like it with the Jubilee.
Yeah.
Either this one on Jubilee, the white version, the white dial,
it looks beautiful.
Wimbledon, or even the Wimbledon.
I'm not a big Wimbledon guy. I really grew tired of that dial years ago. They have an unworn 26 on Jubilee.
Yeah, that's 36 though.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's my first Rolex, the Turnograph, the Thunderbird had Roman numerals on it, which was fun. They were white gold, not the greens. I don't know. It's just not my favorite. My favorite thing.
He's got some nice 50 fathoms for sale.
Yeah, I saw that the other day, and they seemed like they were a pretty good price.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I love this blue one.
Me too. I was looking straight at that one right there. Yep. But that's big for me. But it is a beautiful watch.
Yeah, it's a 45 millimeter watch.
Yeah, it's huge. Now that only fits you, and that only fits you and Mr. G.
Yeah. But what a pretty watch.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. I was like, and I was like, I know it's 2021, but 10 grand seems like kind of cheap for those.
I think the MSRP on those are like what, 15, 16?
Yeah. GG. He says he can rock a 42.
Yep.
I think one of my favorite things, Mr. G tried on my Omega Speedmaster Super Racing, and that was like a 44 or 43 and a half.
Did he have to put that on his ankles?
Yes. It actually fit him. He if you adjusted the bracelet, he could kind of wear it. I mean, it wasn't super huge, but it fell way down on his wrist because of where I had it sized.
Oh, I thought you tied it on his ankles. Sorry, sorry, Mr. G.
Ankle watch.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I love that watch.
Yeah.
So, I wish I was more of a speedy guy because that was a cool watch. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? You can't be a fan of all the brands, can you?
It's true. It's true. Let's see what else we got here.
What'd you think of this reverse Panda Speedmaster that he has?
Oh, did he have one?
Yeah, did you see it?
Good one?
Unworn to 2026, 10950.
Yeah. That's retail for that watch, isn't it?
I think. I don't know much about it, but
yeah.
It's 42.
Well, it's a moon watch, so it's the professional case. So it is 42. And I like these watches. I had the white one. I prefer an automatic, George. I'm not into really. I know there's people like, oh, you get to know your watch. You get real intuitive to it with the manual winding.
Right. And then he has an Ed White, and you have to explain something to me. The Ed White version, that's like a rare, right? Is that pretty rare?
Yeah, that's the 3-2-1 movement. It's a little bit harder to get.
That explains why he's asking $16,250 for it, right?
You know, our former friend, Dear Artifact, was waiting for this watch for a long time.
No, he's not. They're not former friends. They're still friends.
Okay.
They're still friends.
But he waited a long time to get this watch. It's harder in Canada because of the you don't have all the ADs. And this watch, if I'm not mistaken, was not an AD watch. I think this was wasn't the 3-2-1 a boutique only watch?
I have zero clue on this stuff. Zero clue.
But it comes with a nice kit. It's a cool watch, you know.
I've been burned by Omega like twice, and I'm never going back to the brand.
Oh, George! It hurts to hear.
It's not as bad as IWC, but I mean, I'm not going back to this brand. But it is. I think this is a 40 millimeter, which is actually not too bad.
Yeah, 39.7. Yeah, manual caliber 3-2-1. So the big thing is the 3-2-1 movement, the fact that Ed White wore it in space, that type of stuff is what makes that watch special.
Back in the day, I bought an Ultraman because I was into the TV show. I paid from Chase had one decades ago. I paid like $8,000 for it, and I was lucky when I got out. I got a little bit of money back on it. But I barely wore it once because it was such a clunky monkey. You know? Just not great.
Just a big old watch, yeah. I am. I'm gonna see what these things are new. I still toss around the idea of trading in the turquoise for a black because I feel like I have two green watches with the turquoise in that, but we'll see. They just got one in at Joyce's. I was like, uh-oh.
Yep.
I think is that 3-2-1? Is that in the hair? They have way too many watches. Caliber 3-2-1 is. So they're showing it here as a 38.6. Oh, they have a 42 as well, and a 39.7. Oh, that's platinum or something, or canvas gold.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh, I don't mind their canopus gold. That looks really good though. Canopus white gold. Oh, that does look good.
So that watch is 17.3 new.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So one of the things I hear people complain all the time, George, about like a brand like Omega. They're like, well, it's you take a $20,000 watch and you can only get 16 grand for it if you wanted to sell it. But did you pay 20 for it? Yeah, I know the retail, the MSRP is there, but I don't pay retail for my Omegas. I'm 15-20% off on all of them.
Sure.
Jen G does not want to spend my money today. She says, Mark, don't you dare get rid of that Aquaterra you have. What if I did?
What if it's already gone?
Well, I can't say it's gone because, George, it is technically on the wrist.
Oh, God.
It's such a nice watch. It's so comfy.
It does look good, though.
Yeah.
And you have the wrist for it. So that's good.
Yeah. And the nice thing is you can get these in a 38 or a 36 or a 34 or whatever they offer them in. I mean, I do the 41s just because the other one looks silly on me. But what I really wish, George, is that they made those shades, the Aquaterra shades. I wish that they made those in the in a 41. I don't know if they still have those on the catalog or not. Let's take a peek while we're here. Here we'll do 38 because those were 38s. There you go. So this is I always thought this was a great looking watch. This terracotta, if it's going to click, there you go. This red dial one.
Let me take a look. Yeah, I actually looked at this one. Remember, I came on like a few months back.
Yeah,
this looks really nice.
It's a beautiful dial.
Right.
Yeah, I really wish they made this in the 41 because it's actually a super cool watch.
All right.
It's just a tad small on my wrist, just a bit small. Now, my favorite Aquaterra, I don't know why. You're going to hate this, George. You're prepared to hate my watch.
Is it IWC? No.
No, it's
so
my favorite. It's my favorite Aquaterra.
There you go.
Is the Moonshine Gold on steel.
Right.
I
can see why you like that two-tone Datejust now.
It all makes sense now.
Right.
I saw that when I went to Teddy Baldessar's place. I went. There was a guy there. He was actually in a wheelchair. He was wearing that watch, and I was like, "Damn, that is a pretty watch." I had never seen one in person before. It was really good looking for what it was. Hey, look, we're a stupid channel. Thank you.
Hey.
Time problems, but a fish ain't 135. Wow. There you go.
Yep.
Thank you. We appreciate your candor. Always nice to be called out for being stupid.
Well, it could be worse.
He's probably Canadian.
Yeah.
And that's probably not the only problem he has in life, being Canadian. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I don't know, George. What do you have on the docket for today?
Nothing much. My son went down to San Francisco. His college buddy. They went to the Lakers Warriors game last night, which was a blowout. They were hoping to see LeBron, Luka, and Steph Curry, but unfortunately, Steph Curry was injured. So But should be coming back home in about a couple of hours. So I got to head out to the airport to pick him up. But I'm just going to have a quiet and calm Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah, just stick around the house, do some chilling, and catch up on some reading and relax. So, how about you? Snow's all gone.
Snow's all gone. It was in the 60s yesterday. Today's in the back to the 30s. You're kind of that weird time time temperature wise, but what a lot of fun it was yesterday running around the lot with just short sleeves on.
Yeah. This is my first Pepsi right here.
That's beautiful.
16710. So there you are.
Yeah, that's beautiful. In good condition, those watches are amazing.
Oh yeah, I've done so much with this. I've skied, I've surfed, I've jet skied. I've actually took this from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan into Canada back in the days.
Okay.
Jet skiing. Yeah, it was good times. Good times. I haven't got it serviced, and I don't know if you're a fan of servicing or not, but everything seems to be running okay, and I don't care if it's running 5 seconds behind or whatever.
Nervous if there's a problem. If there's
I
nothing going on, I don't know that.
I don't think, and I don't care if it's like 5 seconds behind or 10 seconds behind. But, anyways,
beautiful piece. Did you pick up anything else out of the vault while you're out?
I'll show you this one that I got out of the vault as well. Hold on, just give me 1 second. Can you put me on?
Looking box. Yeah,
let me go and grab it real quick. Give me 1 second.
You go do that.
1 second.
I will regale the chat with why I love this two-tone Omega Seamaster Aquaterra 41. Now, they make a red dial version of this in the 38 as well, which is cool looking. But it's not big enough. Howdy, Orko. Orko, be careful. We are a stupid, stupid channel, according to this Canadian. Always good to see Orko in the chat. Bum, 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 bum. We have, let's see, let's see if I can find that red dial two-tone Aquaterra. So that would be a 38 case material. Oh, there it is right there. It's a classy looking watch. The red shine, this is more of a fume red than the shade section. Wish they did that in steel and a 41. That would be awesome. Well, Erin Fletcher is going to practice her Australian accent while she is taking surfing lessons and for her 27th birthday. Congrats, Erin. Hope that works out with the accent and the surfing lessons. All right, let's go back.
Have you ever surfed, Mark?
No.
No.
I boogie boarded back in the day.
Oh, yes. That's how you start. You start boogie boarding, and then you move towards surfing. Back in my high school days, God, back in Orange County. Oh.
Yeah. There's really nowhere to surf here.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
It's the biggest issue. So when vacation was over, I turned the boogie board back in and went back to Pittsburgh.
Yep.
What do you think of these Ulysse Nardin freaks?
I love them.
This one, is this the one that Kessler has?
Also, yeah, that's the one. Or something similar to that.
Very similar to it, at least, yeah.
Come back, Kessler. Come back to the channel.
Back.
Come on.
Come back.
I've actually met Keslowitz when I was in Orange County for the Watch Time event. Very nice guy.
Yeah.
I got an official kicking the tire eyeglass cleaner from him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The Delaware River is on the other side of the state, their Liberty spot. We have the Allegheny, the Monongahela, which at the confluence creates the Ohio River. So
And you definitely don't want to be swimming in that or even be remotely 10 feet near that because you could become radioactive.
You could definitely radiate yourself. And if you live in Ohio, like Gen G, you need to know that Ohio was created by Pennsylvania because the Ohio River is created in Pittsburgh.
I thought you were about to say created by the sewage that came from Pennsylvania.
Well, we flushed all of Ohio.
Sorry, Jan. I thought it was made from the sewage that came from.
Flushed, yes, we flushed all that to Ohio. Did you see that Teddy Baldessar opened?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. We can watch that video. I thought I was going to bring that up to you. So here's the one that I also got out of it. 553.
Hold on, let me get you here.
There you go. For all the chats. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna switch out this strap today for sure.
Yeah.
So there you go. Love this. Yeah. Awesome watch. I like that watch quite a bit.
Good watch, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Like I said, I prefer the 3-hander version of it, but I like that version too.
Yeah.
I'm just
better that I spent $40,000 less too.
Yeah.
Feel a lot better about that.
Sorry, I thought you would have picked up on the fact that I was picking the most pristine river, of course. Sarcasm.
Is there such thing as that in Pennsylvania?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Up north, when you get up northern Pennsylvania, there's some beautiful lakes and rivers and stuff, but around the cities, not so much.
Right.
Not so much. What was I talking about doing?
The Teddy Baldessar new.
Yeah. I want to see his new store. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I was going to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
I guess he does have sales because he is making it bigger.
Well, and I will say this about Teddy. We'll go through his video here. One of the things, I met him in person. What a truly, truly nice guy.
I'm sure he wants to sell you a watch.
Yeah, but just in general, he took time for everybody. He wasn't impatient.
Yeah.
There was an event going on. He was just a really nice guy. Took time to talk to everybody that wanted to talk to him and stuff like that. I've always enjoyed his video content. So he's a guy that I don't hate his success. If that makes sense.
I don't hate anybody's success.
Yeah, I'm really happy that he's.
I don't care who you are. I don't hate or envy anybody's success.
Yeah,
because success doesn't come easy.
And when I went to his store, it was small, so 4 times the size. This looks like it's pretty impressive. We loaded up. We are loaded up. All right, so let's watch a little bit of Teddy and talk about this.
Yeah.
He's got going on here.
The mark of a new chapter. This is the opening of our new flagship store.
He had to show the IWC.
What's that?
He had to start with the IWC first.
Oh, he did pick up IWC.
Yeah, he had to show
what that actually means. So our first store that we opened in 2024 is no longer. This is an expansion project that we took part in starting around 1.5 years ago. We quickly realized with that first store that there were some shortcomings with it, and we wanted a retail environment that was more conducive to what we thought our customers were requesting from us. So with this, we have 4 times the amount of space compared to our previous store, and also are able to display 4 times the brands. We're in the same mall that we were in. Now, what we learned from that first store was, 1, we were not able to showcase the amount of brands that we wanted to show.
Now, I will say this, because he used to have that cabinet they would show every once in a while in the old store where he would put like some Longines and stuff in there. But when I visited, they had Blanc Pawn in there. So you couldn't see like the kind of some of the smaller brands and stuff. I think it's important.
From what I saw, it looks nice already. It looks really nice. He did a good job.
Showcase.
Yeah,
we had many people that would come in, they requested to look at a watch, and we just couldn't display all the watches that we wanted to. And so many of you watching, and you understand our content, we like to cover all elements of the industry. So we wanted a shopping environment where people could come in that would more likely mirror what we're doing digitally. Then there's the whole aspect of events. And when we had people in our space in the previous spot, it was just a little tight in there at times when we had a big group of people in for an event. So we wanted more availability to be able to do different activations inside the store. And then there were also additional brands that we wanted, and having that be part of our story that we're telling here, along with when somebody comes in, we want them to be able to hang out all day. We now have seating, areas where people can relax and lounge. And I am just so excited, guys. Like, this is like an unbelievable, surreal moment. Like, you never expected something like this was going to happen. I know the first store was like a huge leap. It was one of the best days of my life when we posted that video, and seeing you guys like support myself and our team. Like, that meant so much to me, and it was such a rewarding experience that I'm excited to show you guys around. So probably should go clockwise. We probably talk about the brands in here, right? But let's start here at the front. Grand Seiko. So you guys know Grand Seiko was part of our original 4 brands that we had in our store. I love Japanese craftsmanship. Whether we're talking watches, we're talking heritage brands like real McCoys, like cool artisanal craft stuff, looking at Japanese denim. I love just the philosophy around Japanese craftsmanship. Then you add watches and you're trying to do it at the highest level. That's where Grand Seiko comes in. They're part of our first store right at the front left, and they remain here. But one of the other cool things about reimagining the stores, we were able to take some of the consumer feedback and also just feedback that I could just recognize with my own eyes. When we looked at our old shop and shop, we had like these back walls. But with Grand Seiko, these are watches you really need to like see. They have to get away. And another thing I learned too is if you're not familiar with a watch concept in a boutique, you come here and you see like something like this in the front, people just perceive like this is a going behind the counter. So they're afraid to come here and look at the watches. So we wanted to bring more watches forward. We wanted to have an additional space here in the front where I think the watches could be showcased with better lighting, but then also have that back wall as well. But I just bring up that point because these are some of the ideas you don't realize when you're opening up your first store. So thrilled to have Grand Seiko in this familiar spot in the front left, now with the reimagined millwork design as well. You guys ready for some big news? We're an authorized dealer, Tudor. Can't believe I'm saying that. It's a crazy moment as someone who has just loved this brand for so long to be able to have them in this store. With Tudor, you know, why I love this brand.
So Teddy does love Tudor. He's always got that Tudor rep. You know, he has them on every year, Watches and Wonders and stuff, and other times. So that is pretty big for him. And I wonder if eventually getting Tudor means that he's working on getting Rolex in the store.
That would be a get.
Yeah. That would be a huge.
But you know how Rolex is. They probably want like a certain amount of space.
Oh, yeah.
This, that, lighting, this, that. You know, they have a huge requirement, right?
Yeah. It's hard to be a Rolex brand dealer. But you don't see very many, you know, at least around here. If they have Tudor, traditionally they also have Rolex. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
I mean, I talk all the time about the different collections, Black Bay, Pelagos, 1926. But beyond all of that, there's just this effortless cool around Tudor. It's a luxury product, but it has like this nonchalance about the brand that I just love. And they just own this $5,000 segment. I was doing some analysis in 2026 and just like seeing if you have $5,000, which is a budget many people have for a luxury watch, where can you go? I mean, Tudor really owns this category. And then on top of it, I mean, the shop and shop looks fantastic. It's crazy to see it like inside of here and like recognizing that this, you know, partnership is now started. But this is 100 years of Tudor. 1926 was the start of the brand where the name was registered. Here we are in 2026. So I'd be excited any year that we started to move forward with Tudor, but this is a massive year for us and thrilled to have them in the store online as well. Now we head over here. IWC. So when you think of a store environment, some of this is recognizing that you have to have great brands.
Can you hear me, Mark?
I can hear you, George.
Oh, God. Can we fast forward through this part?
Fast forward through IWC. Well,
they have to feel good in position where they're in the store, but I think allows them to differentiate from many other brands.
All right.
Our German brand, Glasuta Regenau. So in our first store, we had
George. What do you think of Geo as a brand? Have you ever?
I love Geo, and I have one.
Okay. I'm a big fan of their stuff. Yeah. I like their watches a lot. I like the CQ. I like some of the panoramas, and yeah, I just think they do a nice job with their stuff.
It's a similar story. I was had one too many to drink when I was in Lake Como, Italy, many years back. Ended up walking into this boutique, and I have the watch here. So hold on, I'll bring it out. But go ahead, play it.
Okay. Let me know when you.
Brand Glasuto Original. And I remember when we opened the store, like if you did some analysis, like and somebody was coming from an outside perspective and was trying to make a recommendation, like what would be the 4 brands that you have in your store? Glasuto Original, I mean, no offense to them, I love this brand. I'll talk why we decided on them, but it's probably not the brand most people consider when thinking of like flagship luxury brands. But for me, this is the differentiation between just thinking about making a business case and making a case also on passion. And with Glasuto, we quickly learned after opening our first store that it was the right choice to have them in the environment. And here, I just love the story behind Glasuto watchmaking, German watchmaking. Their artisanal craft and what is being presented for the price is unbelievable. It's a different way in which they're going about the creation of their watches. But further, the cool element of opening that first store was seeing the amount of wonder people had when they were just walking to the back. We had Omega in the back, and then Glasuto was on the left. And people would always be like, what's Glasuto? What is this? What's going on here? And you could introduce a brand of this caliber to somebody for the first time. That's special to me. And it's a brand and a region of watchmaking that it was part in creating this passion in the first place for me. So Glasuto, happy to have them back in the store.
All right.
So moving
Mark,
on from
there you
Glasuto, so
All right, hold
this back corner area, I'm really excited.
Are you ready?
All right, here you go. So here's another drunken mistake.
So Jen G says, I love when George's watch stories start with, I had one too many.
Oh God, I've had a few in my collection that are one too many to drink, and this is what I ended up getting.
That's a beautiful watch, though. What size?
Yeah,
is it?
it's really small. I think it's like 39.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty small, but it looks pretty good. I think
Yeah, looks great.
It's not too bad.
It's a great
But-
dial watch.
Yeah, but overall, yeah, don't do this, folks, to yourself. Don't drink and make poor decisions in life. Here's another one.
Yes, the Chopard.
Yes, way too much to drink. It could have been worse. I could have been like one of our watch community friends that also had one too many to drink and ended up with a $40,000 Chopard. So
yes, could be worse. Jen loves the green dial on your Geo.
Oh, thanks. I have to admit, it's for sale to anyone who wants it. Call me or find me on Instagram.
Find George and get a watch.
By the way, I also did get this. I forgot. Like I was saying, I did get that new strap from Bucherer for the for the 5326, which isn't bad. I thought it was going to be a hell of a lot more, but it was $440. You can see it right there.
Not bad.
Yeah, I thought it's pretty cheap. So comparing, comparing. So
nice.
Switch that out today.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right, let's see. I'm excited that he's got a Longines corner because I love Longines.
Yeah.
And you just never get to see them.
Excited about one of the other considerations when we were going forward with this space was price segments, and we'll get into all different variety of price segments as we go through here. I mean, looking at mostly luxury to start, but this $2,000 to $5,000 price range in our first store, we didn't have this well represented, and I think a brand that is so unbelievably good at embodying that is Longines. I'll give a shout out to their head of product, Giuseppe. He has done an amazing job, and sometimes we overthink, like, how can a brand get better? It really comes down to product. I mean, product is the core of when a brand can excel, especially with an enthusiast buyer. And what they've been able to do over the last 5 years, it's just been knockouts. Spirit Zulu Time, Spirit, all the new Heritage Collection, Flagship Moon Phase, Conquest, Hydro Conquest GMT. Like, these are all amazing releases, and where they've been able to reposition themselves and producing product that's in that $2,000 to $5,000 price range, like a Conquest here, just like over $2,000. And you look at like the Zulu Times and the Spirit Collection and the Professional Series. Like, there's just so much to get lost in for Longines. So I really like what this brand is doing right now, and I can see a lot of trajectory going upwards for them. So for this next space, I'll introduce it as a story. In 2024, we had an event with Baume & Mercier, and this was a brand that I think a lot of people are familiar with, but maybe haven't been able to experience their watches in person.
Any thoughts on Baume & Mercier, George?
Could be worse.
Yeah. My Rolex AD, I don't know if they still carry them or not, but they did for the longest time carry them. They carried Baume & Mercier, Tag Heuer, Tudor, Raymond Weil, and Carl F. Bucherer. Sure.
A funny story. When I was down in OC a few weeks back, when I was visiting my parents, my father needed to get a new battery put on his Movado.
Okay.
Oh my God, what a nightmare that was to try to
Really?
find. Oh yeah.
Find somebody to do it.
Yeah, it was horribly difficult, much more than I thought it would be. I literally drove around for like, I went to the South Coast Plaza, and then the guy told me, well, there's a outside Bucherer, there's a watch repair shop, go up there. And then I go there, and then the guy said, no, we don't do it here, try Macy's. So went down to Macy's, and Macy's said, sorry, we stopped doing this. Here's an address of a couple of people that do it. So I called one guy. He said, no, we're not doing it anymore. Try this guy. So I called this other guy, and he finally said, yep, we do it. So for $24.
So, George, I got to ask if this is true. Jen says you need to give George a drink or two, then quietly slip into a red dress, and you can sell him anything.
Now, Jen, you know it's just not a red dress. It's a black dress or any dress.
Any dress.
Or no dress at all. You get the sale of a lifetime.
You get the sale. I love it.
But we had this event,
God.
and we were showcasing the Baumatic caliber. We had a watchmaker come in from their manufacturer, and we were able to talk a little bit more in detail about what this brand is all about. And once people tried on like the Riviera, the Clifton, it started to register and click for people. And we saw a lot of people walk out the doors with a Baume & Mercier on their wrist that day. So the learning there was just recognizing there are these brands that can be discovered in an environment in person that are uniquely positioned to excel. And I thought Baume & Mercier, the $2,000 to $5,000 price range, Baumatic caliber being absolutely fantastic. Having a brand like this here to complement this price tier made all the sense in the world. Now, let's head around here. So this might look familiar to you guys in regards to brand, but also style. When we launched our 2024 store, we had Omega as this flagship brand in the back. We had this unbelievable shop-at-shop design, which at the time we were one of the first in the country to be able to unveil that in a multi-brand showcase. And Omega was the brand that really helped cement a lot of my watchmaking passion. I remember seeing like a vintage Constellation and just falling in love with what this brand is all about. So to have them here was crucial. They remain as a flagship brand here for us. These are all the existing back walls that were in our first store. So what we had to do with this design was think about, okay, how can we reorient some of the ideas that we already had in our first store so that all of this could work? Because these are like building houses. Like we had to move all these back walls pieces and bring them in this location, but it had to feel cohesive and not forced. So that was a difficult aspect of this design and making sure that this all fit together. But Omega, like the cool lounge experience, the red carpet, it's very striking. The chandelier, this time we have it at an appropriate height. If you're ever in our previous store, you may have hit your head on that. We're all good now. It's 6'5" in terms of the height, so I think we should be all right there. But love how this came together. Omega is a brand that's very special to me. Continue to pursue new ideas in watchmaking and innovations in watchmaking when, let's be honest, like a watch is not needed in 2026. We don't need to be pushing advancement, but they continue to do so. Let's head over here. This is an unbelievable space with Breitling. Why I like it is all of the spaces are fantastic, but this one has like more of this like communal atmosphere where you're brought together.
You're saying you're not a Breitling?
And I have one too.
Yeah.
And this is way too much space.
Yeah, that was one of his core brands originally, I think. But I like some Breitlings. They just, I don't think enough to really own one, but there's something I like.
They're on coffee table. It feels like you're in like someone's like cool, like artsy loft when you're in this area. And we have more of like this sleek design throughout, but this goes for more of an industrial approach, and it has this like rugged element to the presentation that I think directly aligns with what Breitling is doing. So last year, I was able to visit Breitling's manufacturer. It only furthered my appreciation for what this brand is doing. They have icons that make part of their portfolio. You have Super Ocean Heritage, you have Dive Watch, you have the Pilot Watch DNA with the Navitimer, the Chronomat. They're so emblematic in terms of design and what they're bringing forth that to have a brand like this in the store is, when we're talking about that element of complement and making sure that you're hitting out all the bases and all the different types of people that might be coming in for a watch. Breitling has an unbelievable unique space in where they populate themselves in terms of product. So now we move to our final back wall, but we'll have more here to talk about in the middle as well. So we have Blancpain. Why Blancpain felt like an appropriate brand to add to this store, because it's a net new brand for us. Extremely excited. I'm excited about everything in the store. I've been saying that over and over again, but sorry, I just am. Blancpain is a nice complement in it's almost two brands in one. You have this diving heritage that's where everybody looks to first. They think of the 50 fathoms, and yes, that is something that needs to be championed for this brand. But the other aspect of this company that I don't think people consider enough is the artisanal craft. They're one of the few brands that are upholding like the métier d'art, like these fine crafts, watchmaking. They're doing tourbillons, carousels, hand finishing at the highest level in La Brasseau. Like this is where Blancpain is able to fuse these two ideas that have this dichotomy in their approach, but into a singular form. The 50 fathoms, a lot of people think it is just a dive watch, but it's a dive watch built for more of this high horology pursuit. And you look at pieces like the Villeray and the other collections that they have, the way that they're able to execute things, they're almost a brand that people just completely overlook for what they actually bring to the table. When this brand was reimagined in the later part of the 20th century, they were reimagined first as a high horology fine watchmaker. And I think that's something that when you start to get in a retail environment like this and you can get these watches out of the display and talk about this, it's where it starts to resonate that much more.
So Billy says, George doesn't like Breitling. The manager of the company used to work for IWC, now he works for Breitling. I forget his name, but a really nice guy. He tried IWC, but now he runs Breitling. George Clooney or something.
Yeah. I'm not that bad.
It's not that bad. All right.
Not that good, but not that bad.
I can't wait to. I may go out.
Now I want to talk about this middle space. So when I was discussing the learnings from the first store, I talked about like the space and not being able to showcase different product. One of the things that really bothered me about the first store, and I quickly realized, is we had this solution of being able to bring watches in from our warehouse, where if we didn't have location in the store to offer that brand, we would be able to schedule an appointment and have that ready for you. But I also recognize that there would be people that would just come to the store and they wanted to see a watch from a brand that wasn't maybe on display, and they may have been intimidated to ask to try on a watch. And that goes against everything that I'm about in collecting watches. I did not go into a lot of watch stores when I was getting into watches because I thought, yeah, this really buttoned up appearance. I even sometimes feel weird wearing a suit right now because I want people to feel welcome when they come in here. I don't want them to feel out of place. You know, you see all these luxury brands, like when you come in here, don't feel bad. Like ask for anything that you want to see. We will try our best in being able to try that out for you so you can get it on your wrist. But with that, now with more space, we have an environment that can align with those initiatives. So we have now a variety of different brands that we can showcase here.
I'm excited about this.
So starting here and just going through, we have.
I'm excited to go to a store where I can see some of these brands like a Certina or a Mito or stuff that's hard to, that's not super expensive or anything, but that's, you just never get to get hands on with them that often because so few people carry them, and he carries a lot of them.
You know, Teddy, one thing I could add to his store, he needs to have a really nice liquor bar there. You know. Oh, so you're interested in IWC, huh? Can I get you a few shots of bourbon, or what would you like first?
Let me get you juiced up enough till you'll consider an IWC.
Right.
George, I'm waiting for that day when you come on.
Then
and say,
we have a new sales associate.
I brought an IWC.
and then we have a new sales associate She's from Russia. Her name's Irina, and she'd love to talk to you.
Perfect sales pitch.
Yeah.
Some great entry-level Swiss brands that I champion all the time. Tissot, Hamilton, we got PRXs, we have the Locks, we have Hamilton Taffy Fields. And part of the story of myself, it started here. Like when I was looking at getting into Swiss watches, my first Swiss watch was a Tissot. Like I know so many people that come in and that's their journey. And you don't need to ever go past that either. You can enjoy these brands for what they are. And I always tell my staff too that, we don't judge based off of where somebody's coming in. It doesn't matter about the dollar amount, because if we judge on dollar amount, we're not thinking about the big picture of what the watch journey is. This is a marathon. And I always say that my first watch was a Seiko. And if we're not willing to sell to, somebody that wants to get a Seiko and have enthusiasm around that, then you would have never sold me a watch. And I don't think that's right. So that's the overall identity around this store. Move on. Certina, Mito, fantastic, dive watch pedigree, multi-fort family and what's being presented. We have the TV big date here. So this will be an area where you can see some of this type of product as well. So under $1,000 starting there. And then we have Seiko Lux. I'm so excited that we have Seiko Lux in here. This was when people come in, they're always asking like, hey, can I try on a Seiko, try on a Seiko Lux? And we just didn't have that much space for them in the previous store. Now to be able to have this here, it's unbelievable. And I know for people that will come into the store, this will be a big hit. So these will be brands that will be here on a day-to-day basis, but this is intended to be.
Now, I do need to say this because Billy points out that Teddy has a really good-looking wife, too. Teddy's a very lucky guy. One of the cringiest Teddy videos I ever saw was when he was I don't even think they were engaged at the time. Might have just been his girlfriend. I can't remember. But he gave her a Rado. And it was cute, but it was very cringy. It was a weird video. But
the Rado is #1 most popular watch in India.
Is it?
Especially the one that looks like the fake yellow gold. For some reason, my culture loves anything shiny.
Okay.
Including women.
Now, I notice on people from that area that I've had as customers in the past, a lot of Hublots.
Yeah. I mean,
for people who are actual immigrants, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like people, you know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not talking about people that have been here for a generation or two. I'm talking about, people, I'll never forget there was a guy, they made they had a food truck. And they
Indians love watches with big crowns.
Yeah. And he was so proud to show me his, because he saw I had a watch and we were talking a little bit about watches. He was so proud to show me his Hublot. And he said that back his exact words were, back home this was the watch.
Changed. And all of this design in the middle, this was designed with intention to be modular. So from everything outside of this can be moved around. Couches can be moved around, all built that way. These can all be moved around. So if we have a pop-up environment for these, this is really what this was intended for. We always have to adapt. Every single week is different in our store because we have events. There might be a presentation that we need to have. We need to be able to move and be nimble in this retail environment. So what this is a place where we can showcase product for a variety of brands, but also if we have like a pop-up environment or we have a specific launch that might be taking place, this is where we can have that. So we have right now different set of brands. We have Oris over here. So we have about 30 or so watches from Oris, some German brands like Longines and Nomos, nice kind of more tactical utilitarian brands like Squale. We have Doxa, Unimatic as just some cool options, but this will always be changing. And that's really the main focus of this. And our architect did a great job with designing this out. The light itself on the exterior can be changed in its color. So if we had like a branded event like Grand Seiko, if you've ever come to our Grand Seiko event, changing that outer rim to blue. We'll have to be careful with that. We don't want it to look like a gaming setup for some young kid, but it does add a little bit more of an immersive environment. This in the middle can just be a place where people can hang out. We have different seating arrangements. So if you just pick up a new watch,
God,
and I talked
my
about
brain
it earlier,
hurts just
people
thinking
come
about
here,
all the possibilities.
they want to hang out all day. and we want to create
about all the what, George?
The possibilities. My brain is just like overwhelmed.
Yes.
You know, it's like God.
I may go out there next weekend. I took next weekend off because I had worked 2.5 weeks straight. I was like, I'm taking the first weekend in March off, so I'll be out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I may run out there Friday or Saturday and just check out the new store.
You should see if you could do a live stream. I don't think he would care.
He may not. You never know.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd love the publicity.
Yeah.
Even bad publicity in this case is better than no publicity, right, Mark?
Yes.
And who's watching this channel anyway, right?
Exactly. It's hold on. It's where did that guy go?
Yeah. Come back.
There he is.
Come on.
What a stupid channel, he said.
Yes, come back.
Our Canadian friend, 99 problems, but a fish ain't one.
Come on, 99 problems. Come on back.
Yeah. Make us your 100th problem.
Yes, come on. We want it.
But yeah, that's about 2 hours from me, where he's located. It's a real nice outdoor mall, a lot of cool stores. It's I'd be excited to see the new place.
that environment where they can do that. In the previous store, there's only probably 10 seats. So if you came all day, you're just kind of standing around. I didn't like that about our first store. So this will improve on that, allow someone to lounge, hang out, and enjoy the space. And one other feature I want to show about this middle space is
oh my God, there's more features.
Enjoy yourself. But
that's enough, Mark. I can't take any more of this.
So with this we do, and this is with our.
I'm done with this.
You're done with this. Let's see if he's got anything else.
Oh my God, there's more features than. Oh, is that John Callahan? One of his associates, his manager, I think. He was my not this gentleman, but maybe one of the other gentlemen there. He was my sales associate at Goldberg way back in the day.
Which guy?
I don't think he's there, but I think he's his manager of the store, I think. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's him right behind him. Not with the mustache, but to the right of him.
The guy. Okay.
That kind of looks like him.
Yeah. I know the guy with the mustache has been there for a while. I met him when I went there. I don't remember the other guy. It was a Breitling event for those NFL watches they did that I went to. It was cool. It was cool to meet Teddy and to see his store. It's really cool to see that he's expanded, and I love a good success story. And here's a guy who kind of just built his name on YouTube and became, and built a business.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. Good for him. Obviously, people are buying,
Yeah. Jen, are you in town next weekend? Let me know.
And then I was gonna tell you. Do you can you pull up on YouTube Essential Watches?
Essential Watches?
Yeah. This is about a Beverly Hills gray market dealer.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it a story or a channel?
No, it's a channel.
Okay.
And he has a special guest that we might all recognize from his latest episode.
Uh-huh. Well, let's take a peek. Essential Watches. Interview with Josh from
yeah. Do you remember this guy?
Yes. Hold on.
So
timepieces. You rocking with Seth, so you rocking with the best. Over 25 years, we've been better than the rest. Fred, he know these watches like the back of his hand.
I'm gonna think timepiece gentleman.
Yes.
And wasn't Anthony just kind of getting going, maybe like right after you guys?
Actually, so it's, he was first. I hate to admit that, but he was first. I remember thinking I got to do a YouTube channel or something because we had a lot of clients out of town.
Oh, they're drinking, George. Someone's buying an IWC.
Yep. This guy's name is Seth, the guy on the left. He's the owner of Essential Watches.
Okay.
And so basically he has this YouTube channel that interviews all these YouTubers. Okay. And this guy, as many of you guys know, is Josh Navarro. Okay. Yeah. And like I remember watching TPG back in the day when he first started.
Way back, yeah.
And way back in the day. So this guy would make an appearance once in a while. He was doing deals with TPG, right?
Yeah.
And then he branched out on his own, and he took in two people, two of his best friends, actually, the Bell brothers.
Okay.
Okay. And then there was the famous robbery at the Bell
Oh,
Brothers. Do you remember
yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I forgot about that.
Right. So in this interview, I was actually working out with my trainer yesterday, and I was on the elliptical, and I was listening to this. Josh makes a really interesting statement, and he says he thinks it was all staged for the money. Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting. And I thought that was kind of funny. I thought, okay, that's an interesting comment. But he talked about the fallout. He was quite candid. He
Yeah.
was quite candid. But then at the end, you might want to go towards the end. There's a gentleman they talk about that was scammed from the watch from a Somali of all people. Never heard of this. I never heard of Somali scamming anyone.
No, what happened?
This is crazy. But if you go towards the end, there's a discussion on an IG. I forgot his name. It's God. Yeah, right, go right about here. Let me see. Go
here?
a little bit more. Go a little bit more. Maybe we passed it, but keep going a little bit more. Let me see. Go ahead. Let's play this and see.
Everybody's doing golf, though.
Really?
At least in Texas, everybody's playing golf.
Oh.
Mm,
I mean, I'm surprised
no.
Mike to hear Mike.
Let me guess. Let me guess. Save the camera. Let's have a guess.
No, this isn't it. It's towards maybe a little bit further back. They talk about this Instagram guy, not this one. Keep going back. A little bit more back.
Check.
Let's try this.
All right, cool. 30,000 ain't check to this name. Why
And
Right.
then shows up with the fake ID. Yeah. Once you have the tracking number and the name of the person.
Okay, go back
specific,
just a little bit more, and I think you got it.
You can finesse.
And they accepted the notary.
So
Go back a little more.
IFS, right?
When this guy starts to talk, they talk about it. This is an interesting case from Orange County, which when I was there, my friends were asking me about this, if I heard about this, and I didn't hear about this.
Oh man,
we're lucky we
So
caught it.
go back a little more.
Give the security guard any sort of present or anything.
Keep going.
This-
Let's
That
see.
was a movie story.
All right. How much was that for?
It was there, so we did.
Smart.
We checked.
Keep going back. Keep going back. Sorry, Mark, I don't have it.
No, you're right.
remembered.
We use Coinbase or.
Oh yeah, now you have it, but go back a little bit more. You got it.
And then a few minutes later,
Go back
it
one
just
more,
goes
a little bit
ahead
more.
and disappears. I
A
tried
little bit more. Pass.
talking
Keep
and
going
we were
back. Keep going.
negotiating
Yes, sir.
prices. We agreed on
No,
a
keep going back.
$250,000
There's a
and
little
it
bit
was
more.
going to be
Keep going back
2
just a little more. You got almost there. I can see the clip now.
Why is she just putting it in the comments?
No, go back
Yeah,
one
you
more.
got me
A little bit
confused
more.
because
Sorry.
What's the point of that?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Terribly. We all need
Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. Okay, let's start maybe right here and see where you're at.
got scammed by Top 5.
Top 5. Go back a little
So I
more.
want
Go
to know
back a little
how
more.
it happened.
Go back a little more. But this is really interesting. I think you'll like this.
RM 3503 Ultimate.
Yeah.
580 grand. So.
Yeah. Wow. No, he has
Go
a great
back,
reputation.
go
He's
back.
a big player.
Yeah, this is the
Um,
guy. This is go back just about a few more.
Here?
A little bit more back. So you get the full picture.
Is around. So this guy named
Here you go.
Top 5. And Top 5 is going around allegedly doing some sort of, I believe we call it wire fraud, and has a little bit to do with crypto. But the first person he hits is Watchplug.
Yep.
In this post, Watchplug states, so there's 2 individuals requested payment using a digital wallet transfer. The transfer
Now, for
appeared
those
as
of you who
received,
don't
but the
know-
assets had no real liquidity or value
Yeah.
or could not be converted. This method.
All right.
Watchplug is a very famous Instagrammer who basically sells high-end AP, Paddock, RM. He's really known for RM, and he's based out of Orange County. I've never met him, but I know friends who've done deals with him, and
Yeah.
they have no issues with him. The pricing is really good, but he got taken. And this is a really interesting story. So I thought maybe you might want to share this.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Hold on, let's go forward.
It is commonly known as a flash spoof transfer, where a fake asset mimics a legitimate payment.
Right. Sorry. So basically, the guy comes into guy's name is the dealer's name is Watch Plug.
Yeah.
And he's a very well-known dealer on the internet. He does nothing but high-end watches. So this guy comes in there with another guy. Let me see the guy's face again. Okay, so this guy is a I don't know. I heard he's Somalian. Have you heard that?
Something like that. Yeah.
I heard he's Somalian, which is ironic because we got all these Somalian scams going on in Minneapolis or Minnesota or whatever, and now this guy is doing it in Orange County. But anyway, so he comes in and he's trying to buy 2 Rolex Presidents for about $100,000, and so he's in the office, and in order to show that he made his payment via crypto, he shows his phone showing that the transfer was made, and instead of Watch Plug going and actually verifying that the funds were there, he just took him for his word that that was a legitimate transfer and it was done. And in the end, no money ever showed up. This was not a cryptocurrency transaction. He literally stole the watches. I think that's basically what happened.
Right. Whether he goes in there or like an assistant or something comes in, once they leave the building, the watches are gone. Poof, payment disappears.
Well, there was never a payment.
Okay, yeah, that part.
They just basically fabricated. Like it's like
What,
as
they
if
show a screenshot of a payment or something?
yes, yeah. He showed it on his phone, like, okay, I just made the payment. Sort of like, let's say I send you a Zelle. Yeah, I sent you a Zelle for $5. There it is. And you're like, okay, but you don't go check your bank account or your crypto wallet to see if it actually hit.
Wow.
And then I guess immediately what's Watch Plug's name? Mo? Is that right?
Yeah, Mo.
You know him.
Yeah.
I've never done business with him, but yeah,
I think we've done like 1 or 2 deals.
Okay.
But big deals.
Yeah, and he deals in some serious watches. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. The first watch I did with him was a RM3503 Ultimate.
Yeah.
580 grand. So
Wow. No, he has a great reputation. He's a big player. But I guess later it came out that there was some other social media streamer named Neon, I think, that he used to vouch for him, but Neon didn't know.
Yeah, Neon's like one of those huge, like who's the other, like it's him and the other dude, Fast. I see Speed. Yeah.
Well, there's
like him and
Speed,
Neon.
There's a whole bunch of them. But anyway, so the Neon buys watches from Watch Plug.
Right.
And so Neon, this guy is top what's his name? Top
5.
Top 5 is friends with Neon. So he dropped Neon's name. So Watch Plug trusted this guy based upon the fact that they're all kind of like friends. And then I guess
oh my God,
had something to do with it as well. I heard.
Never trust the vouch, George.
Oh my God.
You learn.
Oh my God. And like I said, I've done a few deals on crypto before, and you know what this guy did was basically had a fake, like record of a transfer and showed it to Watch, whatever his name is, Watch Plug, and said, "Hey, here's the money," right?
Wow.
And the guy obviously just said, "Okay, that's fine." Normally what happens is once the transfer has occurred, you wait for it to appear on your wallet, and then you take that money out of your wallet and you put it into your own personal wallet. You know what I'm saying? You have a company wallet and then you move it to a different wallet. That way you know the money is there. And this guy did not do that. And he never checked to see if the crypto transfer occurred. And basically, and the other thing is you shouldn't do anything outside of like Bitcoin or USDT. Any of the other cryptocurrencies it's not as good to do. In general, you should verify. And that's what happened here. He didn't verify this.
He didn't verify
because he was vouched. He got a vouch,
Yeah. Got a double vouch. Who doesn't love a double vouch?
That's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. 100 grand.
He lost. Yeah. But then there's another one that comes on after this. She got swindled by the same guy for $250,000
from that top 5 guy.
Yes.
Let's see.
So you can start right about here.
This girl. Yeah. She's a YouTube personality.
Yep. Yep.
I've seen
exactly what you said.
Or
I
something
don't think she
like
talked about it until like months later.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Well, I think she talked about it after this
I
guy
got
came out and
robbed.
made that comment.
And this is going to be an unfiltered video of me discussing exactly how it happened. I got robbed of $250,000 by an individual on social media that goes by the name of Top 5. His real name is Hassan Ali. And this is going to be an in-depth video on exactly how it happened. So on June 26th, I posted, like I usually do on my story, watches and watch videos and images along with pricing. He reached out to me on Instagram and asked me for my number. So I went ahead and I gave him my number. He calls me on FaceTime using a burner number and says that he is interested in the watches and I am highly recommended by a few really notable rap artists in the industry, which I'm sure you know of, and wanted to purchase the watches right before the Drake concert in London. So when he reached out to me and told me that he's interested, wanted to send his personal friend / assistant to come in and pick up the watches because he was going to pay in crypto. So when he was messaging me and we were negotiating prices, we agreed on $250,000 and it was going to be 2 watches, which I'm going to dive deeper into it. And when he sent me the payment, and I received the crypto payment, it turns out it was ultimately a spoof. So he called me. We had a.
So how do you spoof a crypto payment, George?
That is a really good question. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah.
I really don't know, because the ones that I've done, I've never had, the owners always confirmed receipt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you could, once you send crypto, it's hard to get it back. You know what I'm saying? Like anything, you send a wire, you can if you send a wire, you could probably get it back, but it takes time. But with crypto, it's almost instantaneous. Once it goes into somebody's wallet, So I don't know exactly how it's done. I really don't. This is beyond me.
Huh.
FaceTime conversation, mentioned that I was highly recommended by Drake and really wanted to purchase these 2 watches just before his event. When I was able to do the transaction, which I'll show you exactly where and who came in to pick it up, his assistant, and I'll be posting the picture of this individual that came in. When he came to pick up both of these watches, I look at my wallet, it shows that there's money, and then a few minutes later, it just goes ahead and disappears. I try reaching out to him. I try contacting him again. I try reeling him in to try to just have a conversation with the guy. Like,
hang on, that's a little different though than what this wash plug is saying, because she's saying that she actually checked her wallet and the money was there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Electronically there.
Wow. I don't do a ton of crypto. How is that even possible? Do you?
I have no idea. So we do crypto, but we only do USDT. So it's we use Coinbase or whatever wallets. And
so you're saying USDT or Bitcoin, George?
Yeah, those are common. You could use Ether. You could use, a lot of them use Solana. Whatever. You can use whatever you want, and you go into like BitPay or whatever, and then you can convert it to USDT. Is basically like, let's say I send Bitcoin to this guy, okay?
Yeah.
And basically it's US dollar. So if I send $50,000 of Bitcoin to him, he just converts it to USDT.
Gotcha. Billy
And
says,
then,
I'm sorry.
Then he could convert that to
Bitcoin or whatever. I'm too old fashioned. I only understand cash.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is brutal. I feel bad for anybody getting taken advantage of.
And it's only USDT.
What is
other people ask if they can do other stuff, and I don't know the other stuff enough. Stuff like this is what scares me. So we only ever use.
Guys, leave it in the comments if you can understand what's going on here. How is she seeing it in her wallet posted and then it disappears.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Shed some
That's what
light
I'm
on
saying.
that
I don't know.
for us, please, if you're a crypto
I've never
expert.
heard of that
Let's keep on
happening.
playing it.
That's pretty.
What did you
unbelievable.
do? I couldn't believe it. You know, to be able to experience robbery at such a grand amount. I'm very honest in the business, and I worked so hard to get to the position where I am today, where I am completely transparent with everyone. So if someone sends me a transaction or an amount, better believe.
All right. So basically she comes clean. She's forced to do this. I guess she was embarrassed because why else would you not want to put this on social media? You kind of want to keep it to yourself that you got scammed. But she did a disservice for the rest of the watch community by not telling people this guy is a scammer. And who knows, there's probably other guys out there. Because if he knows how to do that, if he knows how to like make it look like the money's in your account and really it's
crazy.
Not.
Isn't that crazy?
That is the craziest part of that story, George. Is
Yep.
that he made it look like
So
she had.
I have a good friend of mine. He owns a Ferrari Lamborghini dealership in Orange County. Okay. And the vast majority of his clients are between the ages of like 20 to 27. And all they do is crypto.
Yeah.
So yesterday I watched this and I give him a call and I asked him to watch this and I asked him, how is this possible? Okay. He said he's never heard of this happening. And like I said, I asked him, I said, hey, Tom, how does this work? You know, I know you take this. And he goes, yeah, we take this through our BitPay account. And you can transfer whatever crypto you want, minus the fees. You have to pay the fees, you know.
Yeah.
So you transfer it in, and then they convert that to USDT, and they transfer it to their own account.
Okay.
And I said, have you ever let somebody take a car home or whatever without confirming payment? He said, never in my life.
Yeah.
You have to make sure it's in the account, and then the money's transferred to your person, to your business, to another business account, because you're moving it from one account to the other, because you don't want it reversed. I said, well, can you reverse a crypto payment? He goes, it's been rumored that it can be done, but he said, I don't take any chances.
So he switches it to a different account so they can't access it.
So he switches it immediately. Like, let's say I sent him a couple of Bitcoin or 4 or 5 Bitcoin for a Ferrari, right? He'll say, okay, let me receive it. So he gets a notification on BitPay or whatever, Coinbase or whatever he uses. And it says, okay, this is incoming payment from this wallet. And he knows the wallet. He knows who it's coming from. And then once it's received, then he converts that to USDT. Okay. Then from there, he moves it to another business account.
Interesting. So that way it cannot be reversed because it's not in that same account. That's which is smart.
That's right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So anyways, that's how he does it. He said he's never heard or had a situation in which, well, first of all, he said, I don't care if, you know, who vouches for you. I'm not going to let a Ferrari leave my lot without payment. You know, period. That's stupid. Second, he said, I always wait to make sure that the money has been transferred to my other business account before I sign the paperwork, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know how this guy pulled this off, but it's pretty damn crazy.
It is crazy. And you got 2 of them at least.
Yeah.
Who knows how many more?
That's all. You don't have to play the rest of it, but I just thought this was an interesting little tidbit of scammers and getting scammed out of watches.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
That's scary.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because we have people that ask about crypto. We don't do crypto at the dealership, but we will have people, you know, wire transfer.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, but we always wait a day.
Exactly.
You know, before we give them the car.
So
if someone wants to wire transfer, it's because they're out of state. So it's even more reason for caution.
So I think what happened is this guy probably showed a fake photo of a transfer of $100,000 in Bitcoin or something to this account or whatever. He probably got the crypto wallet of the company in advance. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think he just showed a fake printout of the transfer and showed it to him and said, "Hey, look, this is what it is." But yeah, he never received. Yeah, and Jen's right. He probably never confirmed the receipt either.
Okay.
Yeah, he just took it on his word, and that's what happened.
Because he was shown that thing and he had a vouch, and
that's right. That's right. So
yeah.
it's pretty. You get notifications. Like, for example, if I get an incoming payment on my crypto wallet or a transfer to my crypto, I get like a notification. You have to log in. You have to confirm it. You have to confirm you know this person or where this wallet's coming from. It's a lot, So I don't think he did that, and that was the problem.
That is no good.
Yeah.
That's no good whatsoever. Huh.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah, I never would have thought about that in that way.
Amazing. I've never heard of it like that happening, but I guess there's always a first. And you would think, $100,000, I guess, he's name dropping and vouching and all this other stuff. It's maybe vouching shouldn't work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To business,
Well, I think the watch world has proved that vouching is a bad thing.
Yep. Totally awful.
Just a lot of bad news with the vouch.
Yeah. And it's interesting to see these guys, this Woven watch is still around. I thought maybe they've disbanded or something, but I guess he's still around.
Well, weren't they associated with those other two dudes that got robbed?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Bell brothers. Remember them?
Yeah.
And so, like I said, this Navarro said that he thought it was fake. So not fake, but it was done by somebody from inside to get the insurance money, Yeah.
Jim says they're trained by the banks to take a text as confirmation. He's playing into habit.
Yeah. That's the issue. Interesting stuff.
Yes, it is.
And of course, unfortunately, the Somali community gets another ding.
Another ding on the Somalis.
Yeah. Oh.
Add to their billions going back to fund terrorism.
Yeah, whatever
they say.
Oh God,
What a nightmare.
Yep. Well, that's
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, right? I mean, oh man. But
you can take I don't know. It's I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this Ilhan Omar chick, because they seem to be rallying around getting her. I guess she's went into Congress.
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre.
And now has 147 million or something.
Yeah, you wonder what the hell's happening there.
Yeah,
something awful.
Ken says we don't talk about how many white people have scammed people. Oh wait, well no, we do. We target with TPG and yeah, we do.
It's just unfortunately this guy's a Somali, and that's what they were talking about. So
right,
I couldn't care less what race he was, but it's
I'm not big into scamming and stealing and stuff like that, regardless of your race, political affiliations, and or religion. It's not, he's not good. It makes things harder for everyone else.
Either way, the guy's out, at least he's only out 100,000. It could have been far worse. Could have been 250, right? So, but I'm just surprised that these still the Woven guys are still in business, because I haven't heard from them,
I hadn't heard from them in a long time either.
Yeah. They used to have a YouTube channel, but I'm not sure if that's still going on or what,
Yeah, I know. Jen says, I think we should make a big deal about it, whoever it is. Absolutely, because it hurts. It hurts everyone. Yeah. Being scammed, insurance, all that stuff. We pay for that.
Oh yeah.
The general public pays for that when that stuff happens.
But yeah, one of my friends told me about this a while back, and I'm like, I haven't heard of it. And then all of a sudden they started talking about it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Is this what, they were he was referencing, I guess, interesting story.
Very interesting.
Well,
we're coming up on 3 hours, George.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Yeah. It's exhausting talking to me.
Yeah.
Everyone says that.
Anything to prevent an IWC conversation.
Block the IWC conversation from even starting. We'll go look at my good friends over at Joyce's, see if they got anything new in. Oh, they got Daytona in. We got February 2025 vintage. Diamond indices, two-tone black dial. That doesn't look too bad. Now we got another
yellow gold Speedmaster. How much is that?
$47.5.
No way.
Professional Moonwatch Apollo 11 limited edition 18 karat gold. Recently bought over 100,000 plus. Jeez.
Is that how much that costs?
So this extremely rare Mega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch Apollo 11 limited edition of 1014, 18 karat yellow gold case and bracelet, burgundy bezel. Watch was created in 1969 to commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing. Includes a mega extract from the archives, has a very low limited edition number of 40. Includes the original bezel as the service bezel currently on the watch. Auctions on these have recently brought over $100,000.
Jeez.
Ooh. That's an expensive Omega.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Some Breitlings. They're a Breitling dealer, so they always have some Breitlings in there.
Right.
Carrera, Noma. Oh, you got a CQ. I was that watch with the panorama date.
$11,000.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm seeing?
I think this watch is 15 or 16 new.
Really?
Yeah. It's a June of 25 vintage.
Oh, by the way, Mark, I
Yeah.
forgot to rub it in a little bit. Your Tampa Bay Lightning, my Tampa Bay Lightning, are in first place in the Atlantic.
Yes. The Penguins are in second place in the Metro.
Yes.
Much better than they should be. Oh, thanks, Liberty Spot. $10 super chat for our effort. I appreciate that.
Hey.
Helps to keep the lights on. Yeah, George. I think we're going to wrap it up here. It's a 3-hour mark.
Oh, I've got some stuff to get done today. Not much, but thank goodness. It's been such beautiful weather here.
Jen put an extra N in, but go Pens.
She must be referencing University of Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Yes. I think they're playing Harvard today in basketball.
Are they playing Harvard?
It's
Or
the IQ.
Brown.
It's the IQ game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Brown or somebody like that.
Yeah. Dartmouth. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, George, thank you so much for coming on.
All right, my friend. Hey, stay warm, stay healthy, stay out of trouble. Everyone in the chats, enjoy your Sunday mornings, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Take care, Mark.
All right, George.
Be safe.
You too. There it is, George Varghese. So nice of him to come on and show us some watches and go over a couple of things with us. Liberty Spot says, everyone have a great stream. Yes. Jen G says, take care, everyone. Jen, send me a note on Instagram. If I come out, it'll probably be Saturday, I would think. Because I'll be out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Got a couple of things to take care of around the house on Friday, and then maybe I'll come out on Saturday because I'll do the stream on Sunday to Teddy Baldessar's. We can go to Teddy's and grab some lunch. Maybe I'll see if PG's around. Anyone else in the greater Cleveland area? I don't know. I just kind of know you and PG out that way. But we shall see. That should be a fun visit. I don't know if it'll let us live stream from there, but at least get some pictures and video and stuff of the store and share that with you next week. Looks like a beautiful store. Like I said, I'm happy for him because he's a guy who's done a lot for the watch community over the years, and he kind of built a business out of it, which is insane to think about. How do you do that? We should G to come from Philadelphia. Yeah, G needs to come to Cleveland from Philadelphia. But yeah, that's if possible, can you take a picture of that Zulu time with the blue? Absolutely. Yeah, if he has one, I will. I love that watch. I think that Zulu time, for the money, for the movement, for the fit finish, it's one of the best watches out there. It's definitely a great Longines. And I'm a big Longines fan, as you all know. So, that being said, we're getting ready to looch our way on out of here. If anybody's got anything else, Aaron Fletcher says, Mark, can you please look up the SpongeBob SquarePants watch for my 27th birthday party? We look this up every week for you there, Aaron, but we'll look it up again. The SpongeBob watch. Oh, they got a pink one. I never saw the pink one before. Let's take a look at that. There you go. The Spinnaker SpongeBob Floosh. There's a SpongeBob watch for you. I guess. Is that a SpongeBob watch? It's a squirrel. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I have the wrong watch. Let's see here. Let's see if we can't find a good looking one. One with some, it looks a little more SpongeBob-y. Here we go. Let's try that. There you go, Aaron. SpongeBob Search for SquarePants Seafaring SpongeBob Limited Edition. Perfect. I'll definitely get a picture of that Zulu time if he has it. Any Zulu times he has, I'm always excited to get to see some Longines because I love the brand. I love the history. I love what they do at their price point. It's a great, great brand. I recommend Longines over Tudor every day. And I like Tudor. I'm not a Tudor hater, but I just prefer the Longines. All right, guys, we will catch you next week. We'll see what we can do from Teddy's, if anything, and we'll go from there. But everyone have a great week. See ya and bye.